Good morning, Bassmaster Live. Good morning, America. We on Guntersville, Alabama, and we with somebody y'all might recognize. Country music celebrity, songwriter, singer, legendary quarterback from Jacksonville State, and all-time turkey slayer, Riley Green.
That's a good introduction.
You like that?
I like that. I'll take you on the road with me.
Please do. I need the tips. We're going to be on Lake Guntersville for a few hours. Want you guys to hang with us. We're going to try to catch some fish off some ledges. We're just getting set up. Got a lot of stuff going on. Got little clouds coming in, but we're going to try to beat the clouds. We think we can get it in. And I'm going to see if Riley, you've been catching them snapper. I seen you at the coast. Them big ones. So I know you ready for something up here. If we can get him on one of them big largemouth bass. So y'all stay tuned.
Bass that big, you know.
If you catch one that big, I'd like to see it.
Hey, I ain't caught a fish on Guntersville since I fished with you last time.
Well, let's go break it. Let's go make it happen.
Say we got a quick run. Let them know we got a quick run.
All right, we got about a 5-minute run. Y'all stay tuned. We get where we're going. We're going to put these right here to work. And we're going to show you what they look like on the screen. And then show you what they look like sitting in the carpet.
that have places with this few houses.
I know.
A national forest land.
And it's getting, I mean, like, that's the boys that's been filming with me. They're from Lake Guntersville in Texas. And that's the first thing they said when they got here. They said, man, you know how cool it is to be able to look up and not see a house?
Yeah.
Because in Lake Guntersville, they're like this. There's not one piece of land that don't have a house on it. You said they're going to drive that truck down to Guntersville and back out by the lake. That's the deal. Everybody comes out. You kind of want it a little bit in between where people are like, ah. This past weekend, I never seen as many boats on this lake. Never in my life.
Everybody ready to get out of the house.
Everybody. Every pretty day we've had, it's been like that where they just woof. And when you get up, every bit asleep. That's not fun. Say he was riding a gold record this morning in the Waffle House. He had a waitress in the Waffle House, wouldn't let him go. She thought he was the all-star meal.
I think no show
Yeah. He missed 2 or 3 and did okay.
I got a very famous line when it comes to getting to my shows on time. Is they ain't gonna start without me. They might start drinking without me.
No show. He didn't do bad, did he?
Guarantee I'm watching the falls.
Yeah, you got a lot of cordage there, bud.
You got some cords now. We're going to idle over and see how many's here. That way, if we don't catch them, they can really see that me and Riley either suck or they don't bite.
As long as they ain't like any footage of me fishing real hard and then some kid with one little Mickey Mouse where I was catching him on the bank right by me.
That's what we try to stay.
Comparison in the screen.
No.
They are in manual.
All this is a little
Gain levels. I turned 0.
high place between these two. This makes like a little ridge. Watch this, it's going to be perfect. Kind of comes down and makes a saddle up on that next point. They all come out of this pocket right here and spawn. They just, first place they stop before they get to the river.
Alright, couldn't hear you well. I'm going to laugh at this, but these earbuds don't fit my ears very well. So.
That's actually fish right there, the little bitty guys.
Yeah.
That's bass right there. A little bit further up on it today. I think they kind of
Thanks, guys. Sorry for the cluster.
So I can just move over and screenshot like even further up and move that. That's how far they were over there today. Yesterday here, that's the mark I just put.
Oh, I got you.
It's probably because the wind blowing here so hard.
I kind of panicked back there.
Over.
We got her under control now. I'll make sure he's on. I appreciate it.
Catch one.
Okay, I'm going to shut this off.
I got your worm rigged up right there, old brush off on that jig head.
All right.
Probably the same thing we caught on last time.
Probably.
Here in the summer. What's it like here? I don't know if Thomas is going to want us both in the front. Thomas, is that better for you?
Yep, you're good.
Or you want, then Riley get to grab that right there. I got you. I got you right here. Just told the motor hold us right here. Get your worm all sexied up. sexy, don't it? It's a new prototype rod. You get to check out the prototype stuff.
This is what you got here?
That's new. This is a new set of rods the guys building. The art builds them there.
It feels good.
Shit looks sexy. You know, looking sexy, to me, it's about half the battle.
If it looks cool.
Well, I mean, ain't that kind
Gerald?
of... Yeah.
Talk about what we're doing here.
All right.
The spot.
We just come out, Riley and I run down about 5 to 6 minutes out of Seabold, come down. We're kind of out here at the mouth of Browns. And what it is, it's just that there's a big flat here, and it's got a little point that connects between that island and there, and it's kind of just like makes a little razorback. And the fish, when they drop out of this pocket, they just kind of get out here on this flat and stage up. We marked some there. So we're going to back off here and throw a big worm. We actually, both of us throwing a 1/2 ounce jig head. I got baby brush. We got this is a new brush hog on there, a new size. And I've been catching some on it. I thought we'd just bomb it around a little bit. The wind moving in here may blow them over. Like yesterday, they was on this side of it, but I marked more on that side of it this time. And it's probably just because we had that strong wind. We'll see if we can't get one to bite, or 3 or 7. Ain't nothing like some good electronics. It's probably like you playing concerts back in the day when you didn't even have a sound check. You just went in, the speaker was
I
busted.
used to have to run my own sound. I didn't know what I was doing.
You just keep turning it up.
Turn it up.
To the drunk people in the back say, "We can hear you, Riley." Yeah, all right, we're going with it.
Yeah. I got on my granddad's boat and rode around over center the other day fishing. His depth finder ain't quite like yours. But he knew where every little pile of rocks or stump
he
was.
could just pull in there and say, "Hey, Riley, throw right over there."
Yeah, he knew where there was at.
That's what my daddy was. He didn't. My
I
daddy.
wish I paid more attention when he was telling me that.
He's too busy back here throwing and looking around.
I was busy trying to figure out if he had any crackers that wasn't out of date. That's what it was. I said, we go out there and I've outsmarted him one time. Went and got a big old foot-long Subway sandwich the night before and brought it with me. He was trying to figure out where I pulled that out of when we got out there about 10.
So my daddy would eat some crackers out of date. They taste just like the boat,
Oh yeah.
the floor of the boat. And my daddy was old school. He'd get them Baianas on you now. Hey, my daddy would like take them open Baianas and stick them in the water and wash the juice out and pour them, and then take his pocket knife. And I'm thinking, yeah, COVID wasn't an issue to my daddy.
No.
He's like, nah, the Baianas didn't kill me.
If you drink out of a hose pipe as long as I did, you got to be immune to some of that.
What I tell everybody is every time I go in a tire store, I get thirsty. I smell that rubber. I think it's a water hose. The football, that's all you had. He just string it over the edge of the fence and say, "Drink up, boys." Them days is over, son. Kids don't drink out of water hoses no more.
Well, we had that pipe with the hose pipe ran to it, and they drilled a bunch of holes in it.
Yeah. You look like cows running up.
Run up to it. Shot water out everywhere.
That's about when the football coach still chewed tobacco and throwed it at you. I always yelled at you.
Can't do it now.
No, not till you get to college. And then college, that kind of goes out the window.
Yeah.
It's
well,
about
everybody's scared of college coaches enough. I still, when I was at Jackson State, if Jack Crow walked in here right now, I'd sort of draw up a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm still scared of them.
They coach different.
Yeah.
They're there to get the best of you, or get the best out of you. You either gonna dig in or dig out. There ain't no other way in college that what I see. That old boy's late. He said, "Son, I done ate the Waffle House and it's done dropped. I ain't got no dude wipes. I got this thing skint back." He's called Martha, "Open the camper door, honey. I am not gonna be able to hold this." She called him and said, "The biscuits is ready." It ain't even crowded out here compared to the weekend. Son, this weekend it was. I ain't never seen nothing like it.
Well, I was down at Orange Beach, and you sure didn't look like there was no COVID going on down there. They were covered up on the beach. Folks tired of being in the house.
All the restaurants starting to open down there.
They're all opening up. They're still, not full capacity, but even the Floribama and all that bars, they were operating like a restaurant. You had to be sitting down, waitress take you.
But you could go in there.
But you go in there, yeah.
Beach is slam packed, but the Florida side, you said nothing.
Nothing on the Florida side, but they've opened that up since. Old boy that runs a boat dealership down there said he was selling a boat an hour. Folks was out buying four-wheelers. I think for the first week, everybody was buying lawnmowers, starting lawn care business.
A buddy of mine works up here, and they sell ATVs and side-by-sides at that power sports deal up here in Scottsboro. And he said, dude, he said, when the stimulus checks hit, he said, there ain't another four-wheeler side-by-side left on the lot. He said, they sold every one of them. And Freedom Marine, I think most said they've shipped 18 boats out in the last week or two. He said, dude, they're just... So I don't know how bad it's going to hurt the economy.
Yeah, well, people still got money. And I mean, this right here ain't made nobody scared to spend it. It's just... Well, I got time to... Hell, I got a dog during this. You know what I mean? I ain't had time to... I had to give my dog away when I went on tour. I got me another little yellow lab I'm going to train to duck hunt with me.
I can see him on your tour bus.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly. With the other 12 people I got, I need a dog on there.
Who you think's going to take care of that dog when you on stage?
I'll probably find somebody.
You find you a woman.
I'll just get him to lay down right there. Be a nice little addition.
Now that would be good if you could get that dog to lay by you singing on stage. I can see you up there just singing away. That dog walk out there and bring you a cold pop.
I teach you to do that.
I just like showing my bottom side of my bottom right here. You know, it's just part of what I do.
I'm saving it. That's your better side anyway.
Yeah, you know. I just want to try to show them I've been working out.
Yeah.
That is one thing. I mean, I know that some folks just laid around and ate poorly during the break, but it's been a good time to try to get back in shape.
You've been hitting it, ain't you?
Do something. I built a little gym in my barn.
One out there where you can lift and get it done in the morning.
Yeah, I struggle to make myself go to the gym. Planet Fitness gets a little crowded. I don't like to go in there when anybody's in there. And I don't like to get up early, except to go to the huddle house.
Or fishing or hunting.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Mom always gave me a hard time when I was in college. I didn't fare too well at Jackson State. I NC'd a lot of classes. Apparently you can't cut more than like 3 times. But she said you can get up and go duck hunt at 3 o'clock in the morning and get up and go deer hunting at 5 in the morning, but you can't go to a 9:15 class.
Let me get in this bike, right? I don't want to slam your feet right there. If you get your toes in there, you'll be mad at me. I didn't like to get up for nothing but to go hunting and fishing, but my daddy had a whole different plan. He felt like work was going to be on me the rest of my life, so he just said, you're going to get up early starting at kindergarten and you're going to do it the rest of your life, son.
Pop had that, like, if he didn't do it, somebody else was going to do it.
Yeah.
And I try to explain to him, it'll still be there tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Not with my daddy. He said that's something to be done every day, son. Daddy said if you sleep past 7, you have slept the day away. You might as well just stay in bed. I said, well, let's try it one time, see how bad it is, Daddy.
He didn't understand. He thought I was wasting my life sleeping, but I enjoy it. I used to set an alarm when I quit going to college for 6 in the morning just so I could wake up and have that feeling of knowing I could go back to bed. Because if you didn't do that, you would never feel it, you know.
Yep.
I enjoy that.
All them years knowing you had to get up.
Yeah.
Well, my dad likes to get up. My dad be up 4:30 this morning, calling me, going, what are you doing? Daddy, it's 4:30 in the morning. What do you think I'm doing? Eating Cheerios? I'll make sure you was up. I said, what are you doing? Waiting on to get daylight where I can see if the grass grows. I'm going to see if we need to cut it. And I'm like, Daddy?
Usually as it changes when I turn.
I tell them all the time, it's that generation, though. It's got to be done today.
Yep. My grandmother's as bad as any. My dad's mom. I told Pop I didn't get that gene. I don't mind sitting on my butt. She like ride around on the golf cart with a weed eater stuck out the side.
Wanting to work.
Yeah.
My daddy has a vengeance to grass. If it grows a ½ inch overnight, he gonna cut it again the next day. I said, Daddy, that grass don't stand a chance. And then he'll fertilize it, make it grow faster. I thought, what are you doing that for, Daddy?
I'd have fake turf in my yard if I could.
You see, I about to try asphalt all mine. I don't want any grass. I used to tell Daddy that. I said, when I finally build a house, I'm gonna have all concrete. I don't want to cut grass. I'm gonna say that right in there today where that graph marked them, a little further over there.
My dad ain't never been a big farmer or nothing, but I bought a tractor when I got my house up here in Jacksonville. Tiller and all that. I told him I was going to try to get him into hunting and planting my green fields for me. I had a good little project to keep him busy. And Mom sent me a video. I was on tour with him tilling my yard. And I called her. I said, that's sod. That's where, I mean, I paid for that. That's my sod. What is he doing tilling? She said, well, he wanted to till something. Tilled up my darn sod. Like, it wasn't even really attached yet. Like, it's still new. Just sort of pushed it up in a pile.
You said, Dad, well, go ahead and plant me some
Can't
clover
even
there.
be mad at him.
My daddy planted everything. I bought a brand new tractor, waited on the top to come in. My daddy used to go up there and work on my tractor, and I had one of them tops come in. They put the top on it. My daddy made them here to that island and ripped the top slam off.
Yeah, that's right.
And then he says, his famous quote is, well, I can straighten it out with a hammer. You won't never know it. I said, no, Daddy, it's broke, buddy. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, it ain't going to straighten out. He just loves to work on a tractor. Oh, right in there now. Right in about where I'm at. My pops loves to work.
That's one thing I've been fortunate to get to go a lot of places hunting, and I don't have the time to go do that part of it, but that's what I miss about it now. I get to go somewhere nice and hunt, but I don't like hunt somebody else's stand where they've done the work. I kind of want to go somewhere and set the field up myself.
Who's that sound like, Thomas? That's us.
That's you?
Both of us. I'm like, I don't want to hunt nobody else's stand.
Well, I mean, like I said, I've been a lot of places and seen a lot of deer that I would have never seen or had a chance to kill otherwise, but it's something just don't feel right about going and sitting in somebody else's stand and shoot something they worked on, you know.
I have to really know the person and know they mean it when they say, hey, man, come hunt with me. I got more land I can hunt. I want you to come see if you can kill this deer. But
oh, yeah. Well, most of the time when I go with somebody that wouldn't shoot the deer, I'd shoot anyway. They don't kill so many big ones bigger than mine.
They're like, I don't even want to shoot that deer. And you're like, well, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thomas, I don't mind hunting somebody else's cold. That's fine with me.
Thomas will go back crazy on a cold now. He'll hunt them to the end of time. And the gnarlier, the more he wants to shoot them.
Yeah.
He loves to shoot them with them big daggers on them.
I carried my dad over to a big ranch in Texas this year, and he went out and he was going to shoot a cold buck. And a guy sat with him said, Pop said, is that cold right there? One walked out and there's one of them like crazy junk everywhere looking deer. He said, no, don't shoot that one. He said, well, I see his horns look kind of weird. I thought that maybe it was a cold.
He just wasn't doing good in school.
You keep your hand on Pops the whole time. Make sure he don't shoot nothing like that.
We don't need one of them $20,000 trigger pulls.
Sir. I want to carry him somewhere where he'd see deer. If he goes hunting where I hunt, he's liable to sit there and not like it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the key. You sit there 2 or 3 hours, you ain't seen one, or 2 or 3 days.
It's like duck hunting. I used to enjoy that kind of hunting where you walk through mud for 2 miles and maybe possibly see a duck. That don't appeal to a lot of people.
Have you outgrown that yet? Duck hunting's a lot of work now.
Oh yeah.
For very little bit, I mean, it can be over like a trailer park marriage, son, quick. Like you get there and it's over. Boom, 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 you're going back to the truck going, well, that didn't take long. That part I outgrew, falling in holes, slipping and falling. I'm like, yeah.
I think what I enjoyed about duck hunting was going somewhere that I would have no reason to be otherwise. They're out in the middle of a swamp.
Yeah. We just don't have the ducks up here like they got a lot of places.
Well, it got popular too. That's the other thing.
Well,
hard to go find somewhere.
I told Martin, I'm buddies with him off of Duck Dynasty, and I told Martin, I said, you boys have single-handedly burnt Guntersville. Because once a duck commander come out, everybody up here now, you see them up here with mud boats, dirt devils and all this, and they're all face painted up.
That's a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, well, one of them too. They run them dirt devils through there. I'm like, what are they doing? They all got 2 dogs in the truck with them. Hey, and they come here and hunt all morning, shoot one gadwall.
Let's see if I can snag that fish. Reel it in there.
Yeah, that's the Alabama grouper. These ramps up here in the winter though, it'll all be duck stuff.
Really?
They're everywhere. There's no ducks out here. Gadwalls. I mean, there's a few. You'll see
some ducks up in Scottsboro before.
Yeah, up there in some of that swamp back in that backwater, but these boys up here get crazy for it. And I'm like, boys, it ain't. They just sit there and wait for the termites to blast off and hope they flush all them ducks. Because I done tried everything. You can't hardly call a gadwall in. He just gonna circle and circle. I will high shoot them though. I will tell you that right now.
Sky blasting.
You think I won't sky blast one? I'll TK a Mike, son. I'll come up out of the blind with a
If
Widowmaker.
I've watched enough of them fly over, I will.
Some people don't like that sky blasting, but I'm not afraid of it. It seems like it's gotten so crowded now. You hear all the horror stories. People get out there and set up it, and then people come right in by 'em.
Right in by them, yeah.
You know, ruin everything. Everybody's screaming and hollering at each other.
Yeah, I don't go to be stressed out. I go for the other reason.
Yeah, I go to shoot something. I don't want to just go somebody shoot me over a duck. That you better off kissing the dog than eating the duck. You ain't one of them think duck tastes good.
And I'm not one of them that says anything tastes a whole lot better than a steak.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had it that tastes good, but the way you wrap it in bacon, cream cheese, and jalapeno inside of it, you can about make anything taste good like that.
That's about why I might. If you put enough of that on a hot dog, you'd think it's a filet mignon. And they're like, we got 14 jalapenos, cream cheese. I'm like, well, I don't even know what. And a little piece of duck meat. I'm like, I can't even tell what it is. But it's gamey. Not turkey now. I can eat some turkey.
Oh yeah. I still got to put a dent on some of that I got in the freezer.
We ain't even cooked ours yet. We got it in there, and we're gonna do us a little cooking recipe on it. Jesse Wiggins says put pickle juice on it for about 45 minutes, soaking pickle juice.
Yeah,
and
I
then,
heard that too.
not really sure what that's supposed to do to
I'll
it.
soak it in Italian dressing.
I like some Italian dressing now. We might be finna move. They ain't near as many here as was yesterday afternoon.
I don't know if I told you, but when I'll come out here with my granddaddy Lyndon, we spent the night on a boat, and we stayed by some island over here, had birds all over it.
Yeah.
Back over by the power lines, I
Yeah.
think. And
Y'all just camping, just went
yeah, we
out.
slept on the boat, fished all night.
Was the problem was when we had
That sounded like fun back in the day.
my screw up, so we had to slow
It
down.
was. I come up with the idea for
My bad.
numbers on the cars.
Was on that island?
Well, yeah, I mean, just
Fishing with
get
him.
on the boat. He's middle of the night, pitch black dark, knew where everything was at on
Yeah.
the boat.
You
You know,
noticed I was filming the mountains on the other side of the river.
so I knew he would never forget that. He knew his way around the boat.
That part's kind of amazing.
I need you to catch one.
Just want you to sweat a little bit. We will catch one. You don't never sing your best song first. I mean, that ain't how concerts go, even though they do chant it. I went and watched you at the Floribama one time, and son, they chanted it the whole time.
I like to make him
Airbnb.
think I ain't gonna play it.
Like you forgot it.
Yeah.
That night I went and watched it down. You couldn't have got another person in there, son. I mean, we were stuffed tight.
You know what's funny? I did a show on the beach at the Bama this spring, and it sold out. I think 3,500, 4,000 people out there on the beach. Big old concert. You know, boats pulled up and everything. And I looked at a picture 6 years ago. I went down there and played on the beach every day for 3 weeks, from 12 to 4 in the hot sun during spring break. And all I had was 2 mats on the ground and a tent. I set up and I carried my own sound equipment down there every day. And there was about 20 people there.
Life has changed a little bit. Do you ever want to stand up and just say, hey, I'm singing the same songs?
Yeah.
Y'all just wasn't listening
We
back
were
then.
all that then, yeah.
Yeah. You're like Mike Jones, back then you didn't want me, now y'all all on me. It's the same songs.
I sure ain't got no better at singing.
All right, Thomas, we're going to move. Just because we can.
Yeah, if I didn't catch one right there, your little machine was wrong. Man.
Yeah, I'm just going to say it was wrong.
I worked that little worm.
Yeah. Ain't near as many of them there today right there that second. We got lots of options. And there ain't no need to sitting on one not producing. A little short run, Thomas. Not far though. A couple hundred yards, maybe 500, 700, according to how you shoot a gun.
I just like that I got my own little spot from the rods over here.
Yeah.
These are my rods right here.
Yeah, that's yours. I rigged them up for you, son.
Can I sit here?
Yeah, you sit right there. We're just gonna ease up here and idle another little place.
I ain't never wore one of these fancy life jackets. I wouldn't even mind wearing this thing all day.
Hey, not bad.
No, it ain't.
That's where a lot of my tournament days go to the park. There's a lot of them, and you don't catch them, then you just have to go fishing. That's kind of like sound checking a concert and not working. You thinking, hell, it's gonna wing it.
I've done that too.
Hey, I want you to say something about go from Facebook over to Bassmaster.com to finish the day.
Okay. Right now? Or when we stop?
We'll do it when you stop.
Yeah. But we ain't got to go far. We're just going right there.
Say something about finishing the live on Bassmaster.
All right.
Come on over there to see the boat.
All right. Let me know when you like it, and I'll tell you when we like it. We easy. You see them right there? That's all them little dots.
Yeah.
We're about to kick them right in the teeth. I'm talking about. Are you ready, Thomas?
I think so.
Y'all stay tuned. You can go from Facebook now, go stay right on BassmasterLive.com. Watch the rest of the day. We'll be back up on Facebook. There is a big announcement coming today. A big announcement. He don't even know about it, but a lot of people in the fishing world is going to want to know what we read out of an envelope at the end of the day. I want to know, because it could change a lot. Big announcement. You will get bit right here, just straight out.
Straight out?
I mean, it's just right there. Let's see if I can catch one line in this plug. That's why I caught that 6 and that 4-8 yesterday. Weird sometime in the mornings like this, when it's cloudy, they'll scatter out, and as the sun gets on up, they'll just keep getting in a bigger group. There's one right there.
There you go.
Son, if I tell you it's Easter, you can get you a basket and go out in the yard and start hiding eggs, son. I just told you we was going to start catching them. I wasn't playing. Tired of jacking around. You might have a gold record, but I got the first fish.
On the board.
What's Grandpa's, I wish Grandpa's never died, what's it up to selling-wise? Have been your biggest hit so far?
It's been my biggest hit, yeah. I mean, not on the charts. You know, there was this girl at #1, but and how much people's downloading it, streaming it, purchasing it, and then even more so how much they're singing at shows.
Right.
I mean, what it means to people is definitely my biggest song. It went gold pretty quick.
And you wrote it by yourself.
I did.
So he's telling me in the truck, like you saved it because you're like, I know how I want this to be.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't write it thinking it would be a big hit song for me. I wrote it as a tribute to my granddaddy who passed away last year, and you know they did a lot for me and had a big part of who I was. And I didn't want to write just a song about my grandpa.
Right, you want to write
done before. I want to write something to talk about what I learned from them and their values. You
didn't want to write a song about a grandpa. You want to write a song about your grandpa.
That's right.
And what that life influence was.
Well, that first little line about I wish kids still learned how to shake hands.
Yeah.
My granddad Buford, when me and my cousin would go over there, he would give us a handshake competition when we got there. Whoever had the best handshake. And I didn't really think nothing about it as a kid. You want to win, but he was teaching us a whole lot more than we realized. You know.
A whole lot more than a handshake he was teaching you.
And I wish country music still got played on country radio line. Might have been a little controversial to folks, but yeah, if you played radio for either one of my granddaddies, they'd argue with you pretty good to say some of that stuff is country. So
You trying to say that they would not wear skinny jeans?
that was a real life statement there. The truth hurts.
Go a little bit back to the left of me. Much as I like it, sometimes I get kind of burnt out on it. I mean, it's a lot of sugar and fluff. You getting close to putting out another album, or you just starting to write for one?
We were supposed to be in the studio in April, and they got shut down, couldn't get any musicians together, so we're going in next week. I'm going to Nashville, going in the studio the 2nd of June. So we'll record 5 more songs.
How long, like, when you go in a studio like that to record, is that like a week deal or a couple days?
One day we'll get all the tracks. Be 4 songs, 5 songs pushing it, but we can get 5 done. But
that's just show up and start singing at it.
yeah, but you get all the music done then, and then you go back and sing another day. You know, which I usually get it all done pretty quick.
Oh boys, I got to the meet and I got him cross-handed behind the motor. Yeah, they're back behind us to the left. I'm doing the cardinal rule I don't like to do, go to the back of the boat because Ike does it. Choked it. Oh, don't you do it. Don't you do it. It's the Guntersville Bass. A little bit rough. You got it now, right back there to the angle like that.
Tell you when you catch one of them, I'm gonna start throwing over your line.
I got your crankbait laying back there too. You see it laying there?
He gave me the
Scissors.
Oh, I see him right now.
Just cut it.
Cut his line off.
Hey, I thought we was in this together. I mean, I thought country music people were happy.
We were for a minute till you give me this worm they don't like.
Grab that white crankbait right there and go to slinging.
10 minutes to break that.
Let's cook it there. 10 minutes to break. Like it. Too many of them out there. I have to readjust the boat to get that different angle. Let me do it. I'm going to float us around, let it spin back around. We'll have to throw all the way behind you.
See, I was about to have one on this side. He turned the boat on me.
That's where we do it, son.
He might start letting me catch one now. Once he caught the first couple.
Hey, you come
I
out
knew he wasn't
swinging.
going to let me catch the first
Sound check. I did ask him if he's met Miranda Lambert because she's my get out of jail card. My wife knows that, but I just don't know about her, you know, here lately. Her last, that Bluebird song or that Tweety Bird song she wrote, whatever that wheel was, that kind of, I want her to go back and sing Kerosene again and wear them blue jeans.
She's short, man.
Whatever that Bluebird song was, I still ain't figured that one out. Bluebird in my heart.
I don't know. Is it the school bus?
That's what I thought. Somebody had the bluebird in my heart. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. I keep a bluebird. Seen her a lot on TikTok and writing and stuff like that.
Really?
Yep.
I ain't got into the TikTok yet. I need to, but
Well, it's just 1 minute, so you can just give them a piece about it. I had one hit my crankbait then, didn't you? You want to wind it about as fast as you can wind it. I mean, you want to bring it on pretty quick.
right. That crankbait right there got to run deep, don't it?
Yeah, it runs about 15 or 20. Uh-oh, you hit one, didn't you?
Yep.
When they won't bite like that, you'll run into them. They won't bite it. Get out of the way. I had my buddy Zach Rushing up here, and he's from down there in Mississippi, and they fish that tidal water. So he'll never fish over about a foot.
Yeah.
I got him out here and handed him that plug. He said, a little bit different to Pascagoula River. He said 10 inches is fishing offshore to us down there, and he said, then you
they were
catch.
digging under the ground over there.
He said, then you catching redfish. You ever get to fish with Dowie much?
I used to go up there a lot. I hadn't in years though.
Wonder if it was still good.
We got all that water right there close to the house, you know. It's hard not to go over to Ohatchee or Center.
Yeah. Oh, what Dowie. We get off work early and go over every now and then just see what was out there. They used to catch some big ones over there, man. I mean big ones. Be it right there. I'm calling it. That grass will worry you to death. We get that a lot. That grass gets chopped up and get on the surface, and it just gets where you can't hardly crank. You can't hardly throw nothing in there.
What kind of crankbaits?
DT20s, baby. They don't make any more, do they? It's the only thing. Or pal or die. I just like a DT20 up here. It's a little bit quieter. Don't everybody else fishing so many big plugs and pressures. And I'm gonna walk back here like this. So guys like watching us, he goes, that might be Riley Green.
What's your reel gear ratio?
5, 6 to 1 on both of them. You want pretty low gear. If you go with high gears on cranking reels, you can't reel them fast enough. You would think if you went with a 6.6 or something even heavier like a 7, but you don't have enough hand power to turn it. So you take this 5, hold your rod straight out, and don't squeeze it, and you burn it. And I mean, you reel it like you own something. Like you've drank 2 cups of Black Rifle coffee and shot a Mountain Dew coming to the round. You ready?
Yeah, you need a break after fishing like this. This ain't gonna work you out here.
like him snapper you was catching. You look kind of tired in that one picture, that one you caught.
I was.
That's like, he looks tired.
Hey, you know what's bad? When you sit there and fight one, you start talking about how big it's gonna be, and it gets up here and it ain't.
Then you start thinking, man, I'm gonna hit the gym when I get home.
Yeah.
Get in there and start doing some push-ups. Prison crunches on the way back to the dock. You hang it upside down doing sit-ups. That training on the road when y'all tour got to be tough to try to stay in shape.
Man, I took about a year off when I first got on the road because I just wasn't used to that lifestyle. I thought I traveled before I signed a record deal and got out. I was 320 days a year on the road. It's rough.
And you don't get much sleep.
No.
You're in bed late at night, so getting up early sometimes when you're driving, you ain't like you gonna run a train.
I tell you what, I used to couldn't sleep in the car. Had to drive everywhere. Now, if I can see a picture of an airplane and fall asleep. It don't bother me anymore.
4 minutes, guys.
I can show that. I get on a plane, and as soon as they start the motors up, I go to sleep. I travel so much, that's when I rest. As soon as the plane goes, I don't even get through the safety check, and I'm snoring. I'm like, I'm out. I'm out.
They usually got to nudge me to get me off. I don't even wake up when we land anymore.
Like, hey, sir, are you on a continuing flight, or are you just going to sleep? I'm just chilling.
Just chilling.
Really tired. That last show, I got twisted up in a big pair of underwear. Somebody threw it on stage. My ankle swollen. Just walking slow, getting off here. How many you keep on the tour bus? Got 4 or 5 guys on your whole band?
There's 5 of us in the band. I just added a steel and fiddle player from Texas. So 6 of us. I got a camera guy, 7, tour manager, assistant tour manager, 8, 9, bus driver, 10.
Dog.
Production manager and dog.
And what's the dog's name?
Soon to be dog, Jasper.
Jasper. Come here, Jasper.
I always wanted a dog named Jasper.
That bus is full, man.
Oh, yeah. My camera guy's about 6'8". I can barely fit the bunk. My feet and head touch on both things. I don't know what kind of little pretzel he crawls up in when he gets in there. Yeah, we got a crew. I'll be glad when I get that second bus.
I'm getting readjusted right here. Now I want you to throw just like this right here. Hang on, throw just like, right like that right there.
Just a little further.
Just a little further. That's all I did, just readjust
They got any
it.
competitions for that?
Further casting?
Yeah.
They always, people talk about how far they can throw. I think they have had some long casting competition.
That's what I need to be in right there.
Those long arm people get in there. It's all in the wrist, then like carpentry work. It's all in the wrist. Ain't nothing like watching a carpenter can drive a nail with 2 swings, was a real carpenter. I said, just winding this thing like playing a kid's game here.
Yeah, there's been a lot of fingers hit trying to do that.
I could back in the day. I can't now. I built a porch the other day up the house. I assured my wife when I got done to remind her that I still hated carpentry work. I said, I can still do it.
I told my Uncle Ty, he used to frame with my daddy and me the other day. He was building his son's house, and I come over there to help him a little bit. And I told him, man, it ain't really come back to me, you know. I said, but I judge my success in country music on how much I forget about building houses. I hope one day I get where I can't even read a tape measure. That means I've made it.
I kind of can go with you, because every time I'm fishing around out here running a saw on a lake, I start casting harder. I'm like, I don't want to go back.
I want to go write a song about my grandpa.
Yeah. I built that porch, I crawled around, done them handrails and all that, and stained it, and I'm like, good God, I still hate this. It's pretty. And then when people say, man, I had somebody come bid me a porch, it was just too high, I said, apparently you've never built a porch.
Yep.
30 seconds.
To break?
That's it. 30 seconds.
Oh, let's see, you're going to swap baits out.
I'm going to need a darn break. Every time I think he got me a crankbait run 50 foot deep.
Going down, baby. Poured in there and got them two to buy. I can't get no more to buy, and I know it's still there. You're doing this all day, there's all kind of keys. It's not to squeeze it. Point your rod. It's Easter. You can get you a basket and go out in the yard and start hiding eggs. So I just told you we was gonna start catching them.
You know, which I usually get it all done pretty quick.
Oh boys, I got to the meat and I got him cross-handed behind the motor. Yeah, they're back behind us to the left. I'm doing the cardinal rule I don't like to do, go to the back of the boat because Ike does it. Choked it.
Your time on the water is precious. You return season after season to make unforgettable memories. Fight a few fish, reconnect with friends, and recenter yourself. If you count on having this time, you need an outboard you can count on to power it. That's why boaters stay with Yamaha for the long run, for life. They know reliability starts here.
Pre-collision system, standard, on the 2020 Tacoma, so you can go from one epic playground to the next. If you want to play, you need the Tacoma.
If you want to know how the best anglers always seem to find fish, stay on fish, and be in the right place at the right time, don't ask them. Just look at the name on the side of their boat. The one that's built 10 million motors, shallow water anchors, and more. No angler's gonna tell you their secrets, but they don't have to, because you already know. Minn Kota, fish for more.
In the wild, nature dictates that when it's time to eat, animals will instinctively find and devour the meal that satisfies them most. In the water, Berkeley Powerbait's scientifically proven formula triggers the natural predatory instinct in bass. Now available in a plethora of shapes, sizes, and colors. Berkeley Powerbait. Fish bite and won't let go.
Back-to-back domination of B.A.S.S. The season is starting and it's time for you to bring it. Pit your knowledge against friends and fans everywhere in Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing. It's free and it starts by signing up. Then pick your 5-angler team for each event. Grand prize winner gets a Bass Pro Shop shopping spree, cash, and Rapala prize pack. Plus new opportunities including $4,000 worth of prizes for each individual event winner. Plus another $500 if you're a Bass member. Total value for the season is $90,000. Sign up today and start bringing it at BassmasterFantasy.com.
On the water, every second counts. So when there's a fish at 3 o'clock, be right on time with Mega 360 imaging. Every sweep of our newest technology offers 125 feet of absolute clarity all around your boat, so you can see fish and every detail in every direction. With a clearer picture of what's below, you can catch fish like clockwork. Mega 360 imaging, only from Humminbird.
Groundbreaking designs, unsurpassed quality, and unshakable confidence. Welcome to the Ranger Z500 and Z100 series. Leading the industry for over 50 years, these rigs are custom crafted and loaded with more features and advantages to deliver the ultimate ownership experience. The legendary Ranger Z series. Unleash next level performance. Mercury, go boldly.
This reel allows you to cover more water, make more casts, giving you more opportunities to catch more fish. The new Revo Rocket, Abu Garcia, for life.
Bassmaster sweepstakes prizes are crazy good, and you'd be crazy not to enter.
Yeah, baby!
Enter now to win a fishing trip with 50th Bassmaster Classic champion Hank Cherry. Trip includes airfare, rental car, hotel, and $500 cash, plus a Basscat Saber FTD with Mercury 150 Pro XS Garmin electronics, and an amazing prize pack. Total value more than $50,000. There's a 100% chance you won't win if you don't enter. Go to Bassmaster.com and up the odds in your favor. It's fast and easy, and who knows, you could win.
At Mercury, we invested thousands of hours of engineering manpower so you can enjoy hours and hours of untapped horsepower. Introducing the all-new V6 Mercury Pro XS. Light, quick, efficient. Mercury, go boldly.
Sign up to compete in the inaugural Hook Bassmaster B.A.S.S. Nation Kayak Series, powered by Tourney X, presented by Abu Garcia in 2020. The trail features 5 regular season events, with a championship to be held in conjunction with the 2021 Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic, presented by Hook. The first tournament will be at Logan Martin Lake in Pell City, Alabama on March 5th, in conjunction with the 50th Bassmaster Classic. To find out more details and to register, visit Bassmaster.com/kayak.
Skeeter, is it still setting the standard? Let's see. First bass boat, first U.S. Coast Guard approved bass boat, first V-Hull pad design, largest owners tournament, great fish and win program, first sponsored whole capacity concept, first production composite bass boat. Yeah, way too much for 30 seconds. And 18 consecutive CSI awards. Now we have introduced the FX Apex series, a fully featured boat with so many standard options, leaving nothing left to desire. So yes, we are still setting the standard. Skeeter.
With Dirk Diggler. And we're back. Bass Live. We're still out here chunking around, but we're just sitting here thinking, And we got to laughing because you did have one of the serious mustaches I've ever seen on social for the last couple of months.
It was very serious.
What was the goal? Was it like the ladies dig it, or you just did it?
No, it was the opposite of that. I think I watched Quigley Down Under one day, and you know how it is. You grow a beard out, and then when you shave it, everybody does a little chops, and I did the mustache. I said, "Hey, I'm just gonna have it for a little while." It wasn't good with my hair. I got the hair mullet growing out now, so I kept that mustache for a little while, and I thought, I was going down the beach, would nobody recognize me? You know? So. And it worked till one person did. Then I posted a picture of something with a mustache, and then everybody knew. A recognizable mustache.
But the beard is pretty special. You've always kind of worked on that beard. You're making me want to grow mine back out.
I think it's less of me working on my beard and more of me being too lazy to shave.
Quarantine?
Yeah.
That's a quarantine beard?
I had a big old long hair and a big old beard one time for 6-8 months, and I got way better tips when I looked like I was homeless when I was playing shows than I do now.
Cleaned up, got new jeans on.
Yeah.
Your boots ain't wore out on the end. And you got sawdust on your guitar case, so there's like, when you get this one out there, just drag it back real slow. Just see if you can just drag it real slow, because I know we're right there on them. Me and Luke Duncan had a beard ward, but he didn't want none. He looked homeless. Having a beard is a lot of maintenance once it gets to a certain point.
Here's the problem I've had in my career now, and it ain't like the record label or anybody's going, you got to shave, because they kind of get that my deal ain't being real pretty, But it's when, if I'm back home out here in Alabama riding around with a beard, you're looking kind of homeless and rough, that ain't no big deal. It's when you go on the Today Show with Huda and President Bush's daughter, and you're sitting there in all them bright lights and stuff, and I see a picture of myself standing over there looking like I do. Then I got to do something.
I'm going to clean this beard up.
And go in a fancy restaurant with a record label, drinking expensive wine, eating sushi with a beard like that. You know? Waiter reaches way away from you to hand the plate to you.
I did have somebody on my social wanted to know, have you ever ate Bane and Weenies?
Have I?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you'd had some in here, I thought I'd eat them today. That ain't my meal of choice.
But it could happen.
Yeah.
That was funny.
We worked on old boy's house when I was still doing construction, and he didn't ever want to buy lunch. He always wanted to fix lunch, and he had bologna and pork and beans he put on a sandwich. And I got where I about liked it. I started making them at the house.
You're on tour and they say, hey, Rod, what you want catered to the green room? You got him bologna and pork and beans.
The only construction snack I wouldn't eat is the sardines. I can't do that.
I can't do it. Them smoked sardines and just,
I can't do that, buddy.
I just want, when they get them out, I'm like, oh, God, it's like eating crappie. Raw, just licking them.
Hey, I got a rider when I go play all my shows, tell them what kind of we want to drink, waters, towels, in the backstage. And when I signed my record deal, I sort of got recruited by a few record labels. They take me out to nice fancy steak dinner. They got those Wagyu steaks where they massage the cow before they kill it, which seems kind of weird to me, but they drink wine all the time, and I got where I like white wine. Sauvignon Blanc.
Now listen now. You just lost 3 man points.
I call it Southern Blonde.
Southern Blonde.
Sounds cooler than Sauvignon Blanc. But I put that on my rider, and one promoter used to book a lot of shows for me down in Atlanta in the Southeast. He thought it was a joke. He got an email saying Riley Green needs 2 bottles of Kim Crawford backstage, and he laughed about it. I said, man, no, I want some of that stuff. That's pretty good.
I'd have never seen you as a wine drinker now.
Well, I keep it in a solo cup. I don't drink it in a fancy glass with my pinky out. Everybody just assumes it's hard whiskey or something in there.
You like, straight. Yeah. It's Southern Blonde.
Southern Blonde, man.
I've tried a little wine in my time. I just can't quite do it, man. I don't get it. I see people do it, and they say you'll acquire the taste, but I mean, I ain't never done it yet.
It has a different effect on me than drinking moonshine does. That's what I needed. I need something that relaxes me, don't get me fired up.
Moonshine make you want to stage dive when you walk out.
Yeah, I play a little too long when I drink moonshine. I won't stop. People leave before I get done.
They sweeping up going, Riley, it's over. It's over.
We had a big concert on some property I got up in Jacksonville called the Back 40 Bash. We did it about 4 years in a row. The first year, we let people bring coolers in, and there was more silver mason jar tops out there left in the field than there was beer cans. And everybody out there was Done.
Done.
Yeah, that moonshine.
He's like, I didn't know that Budweiser made silver tops. Hey, moonshine's coming back during the quarantine. Have y'all noticed that? It's made a big push back in society. I mean, the quarantine.
Find new ways to make money.
Yeah, people have. I mean, you see more people have planted gardens. I mean, like, I see people going back to doing old school stuff that I never thought would have come back in style.
Well, I mean, it's kind of sad, but I don't think kids spend a lot of time outside now anyway.
No.
And what do you got to do? You know, I mean, sort of been. I was at my label head's house in Nashville up in Franklin. He's got 10 acres right there. And you know, like they film those suburban hunters, those shows where there's a lot of big deer in those big neighborhoods. So I went walking out behind his house, and my tour manager at the time from Cedartown, Georgia, he's an old country boy, and he said, man, I can't tell you the last time I just walked in the woods. He said, it's probably been 6-7 years. And I thought, man, that's the saddest thing I've ever heard. I just walk in the woods all the time. I'd rather be in the woods than in my house.
Go shed hunting, deer track hunting, turkey track hunting. It's funny how you take the grandkids out, like, and I got a 5, one almost 6, and one 2.5, and just teach them what a deer track is, what a dog track is, what a bobcat or coyote. Man, where's this generation going to? By the time I was 7 or 8, I knew every hoof print out there.
See, my dad didn't hunt, so I had to figure all that out myself. I tracked a neighbor's dog for 2-3 weeks during deer season one year.
Thought it was a coyote?
Yeah.
Just winging it on your own. All right, we're going to bump right over here. I'm going to watch that white boat, see if he don't get on it. If he don't, I'm going to go over and catch him. Oh, one of them right there won't bite no better than they did, but they won't. I was close to my granddaddy, man. My granddaddy was old school, man. Fried everything out of the garden. Smoked Camel non-filters. Drank enough to fill this lake up on high water level, and died in the mid-'80s of natural causes. 14 pounds of butter on every meal. Fried tomatoes, fried cantaloupe, everything you could fry to come out of the garden, he'd fry it and eat it.
Fried
Anything.
That sounds like something you see at a fair.
Peanut butter and jelly, buttermilk. I mean, he's the one that did that cornbread and buttermilk. Eat it with a spoon out of a bowl.
I didn't realize till I got in college how fortunate I was to have all my grandparents right there around me when I grew up. Because a lot of folks don't have that relationship. Nope. I learned more from my granddaddy.
And you could always run back to Grandma's house and eat, couldn't you?
That's right.
She wasn't going to let Riley go hungry, was she?
No, sir. My great-grandmother was still alive till this past year. Lived to be 98. And we got her a thing of margarita mix every year for Christmas.
Let's move.
She was shot out.
Grandma, the light margarita mix. We got a special cookie that came in for Riley to eat on live to test.
I'll do it. I hope you got more than one.
The little girl in our neighborhood, her name is Riley. She cooked all her cookies from scratch to have a bake sale, but it rained her out, so she couldn't get nobody to show up at the bake sale. So I said, me and Riley Green's going to taste them, so let's see.
What's quarantine rules about somebody else touching your cookie before you eat it?
I don't care if Bigfoot touched it, I'm eating it.
Hey man, that's all right there. She make any more?
Yeah. We got
that banged your bag, is it? That's what you said this for me to try. I'll let y'all have one.
You just said the quarantine rule. You threw that in right in the middle of eating a cookie.
Roll carbs.
She won't make anything unless it's made from scratch.
Girl, that's an eater.
That's an eater, ain't it? Uh-huh. All right, let's go. Got to move right over here. We're on Bass Lodge right now.
Okay, I'm going to try to... Well, my eyes are jacked up. One of them's working, one of them is not.
You been in the sauce? I'm going to have another one then, Ralph.
Those are good.
On a scale of 1 to fantastic, how about them cookies?
Yeah, I like that.
Hey, she said she wants to start a bakery. So I asked her, I said, what you going to name it? She said, I don't know. I said, we'll name it 2 Cups. 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of coffee, 2 cups of sugar. I thought it was a great name. I don't know why I'm not into marketing.
Black Rifle coffee with the homemade chocolate chip cookies are a better way to start the day.
That'd be nice right there.
I believe she's on to something. I still thought it was kind of cool how many kids at that age that you see legit want to learn how to bake and do all that and then go sell it.
And we want to do it right, too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she got highly offended when her grandmother said, you know, we can just buy the mix. No.
You're having that.
My mother's a great cook.
Another cookie?
I gotta have another one.
My mom can cook, my granddad, and my whole family's cookers.
Really?
Now, my mom, it might not be healthy now. My mom makes chocolate syrup and biscuits, hot chocolate gravy, in a black skillet. Takes that hot chocolate syrup, breaks them biscuits up, drizzles all over it. And she wonders why I didn't do good in school. I'd high on sugar all day. I'm in the class going, yeah! I always getting that he wouldn't pay attention. My mama still make old red eye gravy, all that stuff. Them squirrel dumplings, biscuits.
You know, they call them mustache cookie dust for a reason.
You got that right. I probably honestly did learn more from my grandfather growing up about the outdoors than my dad a lot, but my grandfather spent a lot of time with me, man. And it's time that, like, I'm looking now, like, I'm a granddaddy now, so I'm thinking, how much would I have to sacrifice my personal time to spend with my grandchildren like he did with me? I don't know if that gets done anymore. You know, I mean, he put his life, when I go stay with him, and I was 9 or 10 years old, he just put his life on hold. If the maters grew up and the garden had weeds in it, well, he didn't care. He said, I'm taking that boy fishing.
We didn't miss a ball game for any of the grandkids.
See, I just don't, it's so weird to me now because I see more grandparents raising their kids' children than being grandparents. My granddaddy taught me how to shoot a rifle, catfish, how to drive. There's a couple right there. My granddaddy liked to stay in a sauce. And I was bad about telling on him. I didn't realize it. I told my daddy, I said, Grandpa got a bad cough. He keeps that syrup. He's got his cough syrup in the glove box of his truck. He said, he's got what? And I'm like, yeah, he's got that cough. Hey, I was down with it. I thought he had the cough. How to track rabbits.
What are you looking at?
I see if I see many here. I seen a couple when we first stopped, but I don't see. Like, most of the schools just move around here, move around there. In the mornings, they've been a little funkier about spreading out. The sun gets up, ain't even enough there to fish for.
What is it they're staging on, or what are they?
It's just a hard place. See how white that gets right there when I come off of it? See how dark it is out there? That's mud out there, and this is real hard on top. It's just really a circle of a shelf, and they just get up on that hard place and just kind of roam around, but I didn't see them grouped that time. We'll look out a little further, and then I spent a lot of my tournament days doing practice days, even in tournament.
Riding,
looking. On a certain time of year, you know, when they get out there deep, a lot of lakes you go to, they stay shallow and you don't have to worry about it. But man, when they offshore, you're going to spend a lot of time. Come in and have a headache so bad I can't hardly see straight from staring at that grab off. It's all day. My wife says, no, you can't send an email on a computer, but you can work every one of them Humminbird units inside and out, stare at them all day, reprogram them. But yet, when I ask you to send an email, you say, I don't know how. I say, I can shoot you a text.
Those fish?
Those are fish, bro. We're going to get some of them. We're going to get some of them. But back when I was growing up, you know, running a computer just wasn't in my... All I wanted to do was run skirts and deer.
Still ain't changed a whole lot. I ain't too grown up.
So you trying to say there ain't no lucky lady just right there in your life yet?
I can't imagine.
You never know. You don't run across one that just paints your tractor green or something.
I don't know. A dog is always happy to see you. I think.
That's right. That's right.
Man.
And you ain't got to call or text the dog either.
They not wondering where you at or what you're doing and when you're coming home.
I just spent 3 weeks at the beach. You can imagine my girlfriend wouldn't be too happy about that, but that dog's gonna come jump in my lap as soon as I get back.
Right where I just cast, right beside me is where you're gonna want to be. Y'all was cracking them snapper down there. That buddy of yours boat y'all go out on down there?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a big old 65-foot Viking. We weren't roughing it out there. It was nice.
No, you wasn't in no V-bottom bouncing around
No,
out there.
sir. I've done it. We were always lived a little above our means, I think, as a kid. My daddy always wanted a boat down there, and him and his brother and buddy went in and bought one, and it wasn't big enough. And something was wrong with it about every time we went, but we had a boat down there.
That's why you got that passion for saltwater fishing, and you did a bunch as a kid.
Yeah. My granddaddy Lyndon was a big bass fisherman. Crappie. We always went up the center and caught crappie, and I enjoyed it, but there was something about that going down there, and I like the beach. I like being on the ocean anyway.
You did say you like the beach. That's right. What you doing? He said, as long as I'm on a boat and I'm at the beach, I don't care.
Yeah.
I just care. Well, my wife loves the beach. It's funny how some people just love it.
Yeah.
Should be.
See, I've never had that like want to go up to the mountains, top Gatlinburg, stuff like that. It's pretty, but I get that during hunting season.
Yeah.
I go to my places that are cold and get my getaway then.
I don't go to the mountain. I see people all the time. I'm gonna go up there and we're gonna rent us a cabin in the mountains for a week. And I'm like, there's anything in it? Is there season or we're trying to kill something? No, we're just going up there.
That's all I'd be doing is walk around and look. My sister and brother-in-law got a little cabin up in Blue Ridge, Georgia, and all I do is walk around and think, man, I bet there's a turkey up on that ridge up there.
You out there in the yard?
Yeah.
I go up there to Gatlinburg one time, Lynn. All I do is go around, walk around, try to find them elk, see deer. She's like, you just can't sit in this house, can you? I said, it just ain't me.
You can only go through Ripley's, believe it or not, so many times before you start believing it. You know what I mean?
You say, hey, Ripley, I'm starting to believe you, Ripley.
The tallest man in the world ain't changed in the last 60 years, turns out.
I don't think nobody's going to beat him.
No, he's a big old boy.
I think he's going to hold the record.
His statue, took a picture.
Different though. Some people go sit in a cabin in the mountains. I go to my farm if I'm gonna go to sit in the woods. Ride the tractor and tear stuff up.
I don't know what the relationship's called where you send your buddy pictures of big deer you got, but don't ever invite him to go hunting, but that's the kind of relationship me and Gerald got.
Yeah, it's called a broken male relationship. Yeah. It's like,
hey man, look at this. Then what's even worse than that's when he sends pictures of his other buddies that killed those deer. You know what I mean? He even took it to that level.
I just letting you know you was missed. You was famous. She's out making records, singing at the Grand Ole Opry. That's what I want to know about. How did that feel to walk out on that stage?
That was cool. It's the Ryman especially. That was where I did my first one at, and I got to bring my grandparents up there. You know, it's weird. I was never famous until I did that. To them.
Right.
You know,
right. To them, they just thought you were still singing.
I came home when I signed my record deal with Big Machine, told my mom, said, I signed a record deal. Mom said, that's great. You want macaroni and cheese? She's like, fixing your plate. My dad said, I thought you signed a record deal last week with Warner or something. I said, no, that's a publishing deal. He said, what's the difference? I said, I don't know. I signed 2 record deals, man. Don't worry about it. It's all right. My Uncle Wayne's laid block his whole life, and he got a pretty simple lifestyle now. He gets up in the morning, goes to Huddle House about 3 in the morning, and goes sits at the store and listens to Trade Line for about 3 hours. Goes to bed before it gets dark. But I see, like when I see him, he don't talk about no gold records, nothing. He says, well, that waitress at Huddle House, her daughter knows your songs. And that's as famous as I need to be. You know?
Damn half. They know your songs at the Huddle House.
If I could get somebody to mention me on Trade Line, he would think I was the most famous person in the world. If I could get that done.
It's funny how that register's different.
Well, it brings you back down to reality. Sure enough, you go to ACM awards or something, rub elbows with a bunch of famous people, and then come home, and to that you remember you just a regular guy.
Yeah, you done met everybody you know in the business, you get home and they say, man, that girl down at the Huddle House, Raleigh, she listens to your music, you ain't gonna believe it.
You wouldn't believe it. Did you sign this napkin? I'll tell you who the most famous seaming person I ever met is. Sam Elliott. He was out of the ACM promoting that show, The Ranch.
Yeah.
2 years ago, and that son, I walked by him and said, hey, how you doing? He says, man, it's scary, son. I was making noise. I done seen him pistol whip somebody on Tombstone and Roadhouse, everything else. I wouldn't want to get too close to him.
Hey, my wife has, for the last year or something, has fell into this whole deal where she's started watching Gunsmoke. And dude, like, she loves Matt Dillon and Gunsmoke. And she had that shoulder surgery. She's having to take that pain medicine. I was at pre-fishing and you followed, and I called home. She done took that Percocet or something. She goes, Matt Dillon's a badass. I was like, okay, honey, he really is. She was convinced that ain't nobody could whoop Matt Dillon. I said, well, he's been shot 71 times and he never died, honey. God. She likes it. She said, I like watching it because I know that he's always going to, the good guys are always going to win.
That's like old Phil Robertson talking about Jason Bourne. Says, oh, Jason Bourne's hard to kill.
He can walk it off, can't he?
Yeah, he can.
Old Phil. You think he was worried about anything down there in them swamps?
Nope. I got a buddy that's down there in Bama, was real good friends with them. They were down there towards the beach when we were down, and he said that Willie was getting on them about them leaving the house, Miss Kay going to the store and all that, and he said, Phil told him, I've been quarantined for 50-something years, my whole life. That's kind of how my grandmother was. There ain't been much change in her lifestyle. She's going to go to Walmart. You're not going to stop her.
She's going to go get what she needs, come back home.
I bought her a gator, John Deere gators, you know.
Yeah.
She's had a golf cart and she put some miles on that thing. I said, man, I'm gonna get her something a little nicer. She got it. She got in that thing and rode it around a little bit. She said, well, I'm gonna go over to my sister's house and let her see it. She lived like 6 miles away. She said, you can't just be driving anything on the road like that. I said, why not? So she probably gonna get pulled over and get a ticket.
That'd be bad. Valley Green's grandmother arrested.
Well, my record sales go up over something like that. You know? Certain articles are pretty. It wouldn't be too hard for my fans to believe. Riley Green's grandmother gets arrested. Yeah, so.
John Deere gator at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Rode 4.5 miles to the Piggly Wiggly to pick up a dozen.
Didn't old George Jones get?
He got on a lawnmower.
Yeah, on a lawnmower, right? Yeah.
And it didn't hurt him. It didn't seem like.
No.
Right here being stubborn right here. Old George, old no-show. I was a big Keith Whitley fan out of that age group. I love me some Keith Whitley now. And I thought Lori Morgan, wasn't that his wife back in the day?
Yep, I heard the song unreleased, Tell Lori I Love Her.
It's the best one he ever wrote.
Dude, unreal, man.
It's the best. That's always been my favorite song. And you can tell it's as raw as you're going to get.
I don't know what that is that appeals. I mean, obviously, I like the song, but something that's not released.
Yeah.
See, I had, for a long time, I didn't know you go to the studio and record something. I didn't know anybody. And so I just had a bunch of songs on YouTube. Still, people listen to a lot of my stuff that way. But just because I couldn't go find that somewhere else, I pull that song up on YouTube all the time to listen to it.
Yep. Tell Lori I Love Her. And it wasn't long after that, really, man, where
That's a pretty sad story right there. That song.
When you hear somebody say, hey, that dude got Keith Whitley drunk, he's drunk.
Yep.
Drank himself to death. I just liked all of his music, but that one song, I guess, because it was, you knew the history behind it, what he was dealing with. About two more.
Yeah, it's pretty bold to put a girl's name in a song. Every girl I've ever dated thinks every song I ever wrote's about them. I don't know that I wrote one yet.
Oh, not that you could publish.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, I all want a love song.
I got a lot more breakup songs. I don't know what that means. But
Tail lights, slinging gravel.
Tail lights are in every song I write. The only song got headlights in is one trying to run me over.
From them bad breakups?
Yeah.
I imagine it'd be pretty hard to date on tour and on the road if you ever tried to.
I mean, people do it, I assume, because there's some folks that are in the business that are married, but I don't know how in the world.
I mean, even if you had somebody you wanted to date, how'd you find time?
Well, yeah, but I just mean, what's tough about it is you get so consumed in that little world of the bus and the stage and radio stations, and it's hard to picture what's going on back home. You know what I mean? I can't. It's even more so than a long distance relationship because I don't even know where I'm at half the time when I wake up. I make them write the city on my set list so I don't say the wrong place.
And we out here. Where we at there? Look down there.
Yeah. What did get me, the only time I can remember saying the wrong thing is I played a show in Pittsburgh, then I played a show in Pittsfield the next day.
Them's too close together.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably happened before.
Yeah, that's on American. We're moving again, Thomas. Tell B.A.S. Live to hold tight. Hey, if everything in life come easy, wouldn't be no fun. I still like the old song that sometimes you gotta let your
thug out.
Yeah, that cracks me
up.
That
song get requested about once every 5 shows. Somebody come up and
that's kind of funny because I mean I kind of every now and then the same way. You got your flat bill on you in your car, jamming to some Snoop Dogg.
My mom always told me when she said I was the biggest thug and the biggest redneck on the football team when I was in high school.
You said, "Mom and them don't go together."
Oh.
How far? Oh, just right out here. We're just looking. You fine right there. That's the only place I've ever seen that song of yours, that thug out. That's on YouTube.
Yeah, that's the only place it's at. I guess I ain't ever recorded that song.
Sound like it might have been up the Tennessee River playing Chattahoochee or somewhere. It's like a river fest or something.
Oh, you know where it's at? It's down there somewhere on the lake. I played with Corey Smith down there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's several years ago. I've seen it. You got water in the background?
Yep. Corey Smith's a songwriter now.
He is, man. He is. He's a good dude. We got to be pretty good buddies over our first few years going to Nashville.
I went and seen him in concert, dude. He let the band take a break. They all went off stage. He sat out there and played solo. I told Lynn, I said, I think this cat plays because he loves it.
He does.
I don't think it's something he's doing just, he makes money at it, but he loves it.
I won a songwriter competition with him. Got to go meet him some years and years ago, and a song I'd written called Almost. Won it, and I went up there and met him and stayed in touch, and that dude called me, we talked on the phone for hours, just he'd not talking about songwriting because he just was that passionate about it, you know. Because I mean, really and truly, he ain't never got to write no song. His career's off of what If I Could Do It Again and 21. Them 2 songs, he'd go play them 2 over and over at the show. Fans would go crazy. But he just enjoys it.
I'm not sure, but that looks like rain.
Yeah, look, here's rain, man. It might be a low cloud.
Yeah.
We'll find out. I can't wait to see what size extra rain gear Gerald bought for me. My ankles are going to get wet.
I have found them.
I don't think I'm going to be able to fit in Lulu and stuff.
Look here. That's what you're looking for, Thomas. Look here.
Oh, yeah.
That's all B.A.S. right there. You can see them all in here and see a few shadows out here, and I marked it when I went over. So now we're just going to get upwind. I'm going to spotlight us down. You might want to throw your crankbait in there, right? We're going to try to just put the trolling motor straight down and throw straight back with the wind where you can throw it as far as you can.
Back that way?
I'll show you right toward the red, well, I guess right toward them, toward that little other white boat. You ain't never played right over there at the old, that's somewhere, it used to be somewhere on the lake right over there. That red top building?
Yeah.
It used to be somewhere on the lake.
That's where I played at.
Okay.
Yeah. Still is, ain't it?
Yeah, I think they've changed it, the name.
I played the Point. Played over it somewhere.
I've ate some good hamburgers in there fishing sometime during the summer. Don't think I wouldn't go in there if it started raining and eat another one. Let me get you lined up right here now. The right cast right here, and it'll be lights out right here, Riley. Just about straight toward that white boat floating out there. And it was a pile of them. They were way up on that thing. I just happened to see them, and I'm like, I side imaged them, and I marked it when I went back over. I got on top of them. I'm like, yep. Oh, that's him. Yep, that's him. Look at that size of that joker right there. I'm gonna have to grab that one for you, son. You're gonna put me to work. This is on American right here to make me grab your fish that big. Now look.
Hey man, would you rather catch 2 little ones or 1 big one?
I don't need no smack out.
Hey man, I put all the hooks in them too, so he wouldn't get off. All 6 of them.
I know you got some fans and the women love you and you can sing. Hey, it ain't mine.
Can you see how I'll get it? You just hold it for me.
Disrespectful. Disrespectful. That ain't a bad one now.
No, that's all right.
I seen that rod bend and I'm like, uh-oh.
On the board, folks.
And then talking trash, not just on the board.
Yours was about half that big, wasn't it?
Hey.
Hey, I'll show you where to throw it if you want me to. Throw right over there towards that white boat right there.
See, it doesn't take long. These guys.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed it. All that quiet you had before I caught one. It's over with now, boys.
You know what that is? That's the quarterback that's throw 4 incompletions and finally gets one in the end zone.
No, I was more like throw 2 interceptions and made both tackles. That was the record I had in high school. I made a tackle every time I threw a pick.
Oh God, he knocked the crap out of it.
Patton didn't really hit it very good.
Just stopped it, didn't he?
Yeah, he just stopped it. Matter of fact, I was sort of in air about whether or not there's a fish on there for a minute.
I seen that line change direction. I'm like, he got it.
Well, that darn thing will run a little bit too. Big old tongue on it.
So, these guide fee tips were at a pretty low point there. They got better.
I give him one of Riley's lucky cookies. Who else can give Riley a Riley cookie?
Well, I'll tell you this, he had that ugly lure on mine till he caught 2, and then he said, I'll put one of them good ones on there, and then I caught a fish.
Boat's gonna swing around, but I got one, just in case you wonder. May have to flip it around this way now. See if you can throw, and I'll get on this side. You can throw off. You throw off that side. That way, get you straight to it. That spot lock's like cheating. That's like auto-tune in country music business or rap. Well, really rap music. The trombone holds itself in place.
Oh man!
So I ain't got. That's auto-tune.
Dude, I fight that trolling motor on my granddad's boat. I still ain't got that song figured out. I'll be spinning in circles.
That right there just hold itself in place. Auto-tune to rap music. There's a lot of artists. Sound like the singing of
rap music has gotten real easy now. I don't think they don't say a whole lot of words. I don't think.
I got it. I could be a hit. Cooking the pot, scrot. And I'm like, I don't even know what you say, but I'm going with it. I'm just rapping.
I like it though.
Mumble rappers. Uh-oh, you got him?
Yep.
You do got him. I seen something change up. Yep. What you got? White bass or bass? White bass. Get him, white bass.
White bass.
They gonna cut your hands. Tom McDonald calls them.
That's an eater, man.
Tom McDonald calls them.
How many species of bass you caught today? I caught 2.
He got jokes.
I wanted y'all to see what, something a little different. I didn't want to just catch the same thing again. Since I done caught the biggest one.
Anybody can just catch a bass.
Anybody can catch a bass.
Had me all distracted on mumble rappers. That's what Tom McDonald, the guy rapping, calls them mumble rappers.
That's not right.
That's actually a rapper that I really started liking. We can't talk about it much today because he is a little bit of what you are in country music. He writes the stuff people don't want to hear.
Yeah.
He called out a bunch of rappers about, wanting to promote drugs and killing and violence to women, and then he stops. He goes, "How can you write that, bro? You You got children. How can you write that, bro? And then you wonder why. That's all they hear. And there's a lot of truth to that.
No comment.
I'll just go back and listen to the Beastie Boys.
I did like that.
The Beastie Boys was a jam back in the day.
They were. I had a sister that was 10 years older than me. She had that and Sublime in her little red Sunfire. She'd take me to school in. That's where I got that at.
All right. I'm testing you on your music trivia. What happened to the lead singer of Sublime?
What happened to him?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to him.
Committed suicide right after that record was released.
Did he really?
Yes, sir. Shot himself with a shotgun.
Golly.
Hey, that record hadn't even got going good and he done killed himself. I'm like, dude. And then everything blew up. Which,
yeah, that was when they got big.
Oh, Sublime.
That was a little before my time. I ain't but 19.
You pushing 30.
Pushing? I skipped past it. I'm 31.
You jumped right on in.
Yeah.
It ain't the only bigs in there. We just ain't quite. I'm just kind of drifting back without drifting right on top of them. Trying to keep the right boat angle. Might have to throw my worm in there and catch them. If there's that many of them in there, they'll bite. Get that worm to them.
I'm going to have to throw a worm in a minute just to get the break.
I guarantee you throw that worm in there, it might bite.
You think so?
I'm finna throw mine in there.
I'll try, man.
I can't believe how far up here on that hump they were. They usually all the way out there where we started. And just because today they're just way up here. And they're not on nothing. They're just out there in 15 foot just sitting there. You know, whether that's fishing pressure, boat traffic, I don't know. Kind of like them deer when they get in places that they shouldn't be, or when a turkey roost where you wouldn't think he'd ever roost. What makes me mad about a deer is they didn't read the hunting book or the etiquette.
Yeah, they didn't pay attention. Tell you what, I had more time this year to scout. I roosted more turkeys this year than I ever have in my life. I carried a lot of people. Carried a buddy, killed his first one. Carried another buddy, missed his first one. Carried my dad, he missed his first one. But going to get and spend time in the woods in the evening, see where they're going and where they're coming to in the morning, that helped me a lot this year.
Our turkeys, like at home, I never hardly gobble when they go up on roost.
See, I had a bunch of them gobble flying up in the evening.
That really helps when you know where to start.
Sure
or the
does.
basic ridge to get on.
Yep.
Dude, I so looked like TK and Mike this year. I was trying to kill that one turkey back there, and I was slipping in there one morning. Just barely can't see, and I'm trying to slip down there where I think he's roosting. I lean against a tree, and I hear, and I'm like, oh my God. Dude, I froze like a cartoon character. I look up, my hands. I thought it was him. I was like, oh Lord, he's right on top of me. It is a hen. She wasn't 20 foot over my head. I knew as soon as I heard that, I'm like, I'm screwed.
Hey man, I got a good episode for you, hunting show next year, and a good job for you too. I'm gonna make a horse suit. Got this guy's got a bunch of horses in his field, and his turkeys get down there and they walk all around them horses. So I'm gonna make a horse suit and walk up on them like, you know.
So you want me to be the head?
I need you to be the horse's butt. I need you to be the horse's butt.
I can tell where that's going. My job was not going to be uphill. I'm like, yeah.
Well, here's what I'm saying. The horse suit ain't even got to look that good. It don't got to look like a horse at 20 yards. It's just got to look at one at like 150 yards. If they look up here and think it's a horse and go back to eating, then we got it.
Hey, that's what they do on them antelope and stuff. And I've seen them boys out there. They take cardboard cutout, paint them an antelope, and walk right out there to them. And I'm like, that's cheating. That is cheating, and they'll let you get close to them too. And let me tell you something, an antelope can see you when you get out of bed 7 states over. A horse suit and a turkey. If he was staying with them horses, I would have me a cardboard cutout. I would figure out a way to get to him eventually. Them turkeys sitting in the middle of that green for this year. I shot him off, took my golf cart and camoed it up. Parked that joker in the woods, waited him out, had to pull a Thomas on him. That man back there will sit till Christmas. If he thinks one's there, he's going to wait him out. I'm like, Thomas, you deserve all of that turkey and more.
Yeah, I get mad at them like that. They ain't much I think about during that month-long period when I'm riding around. I had a girl I dated I guess it was during turkey season one time, and she said we'd be at dinner or something, and I'd just be kind of staring off, not like in a trance. She said, "You're thinking about turkeys, aren't you?" She couldn't ever get over. We'd be riding down the road, I'd see a bunch of turkeys in the field, and I'd sort of cuss under my breath. So, what's the matter with you?
I hate them.
Son of a guns out there. Look at them.
Hate them turkeys. Hate them turkeys.
I bet you I went 3 years before I killed one.
You learned a bunch too, didn't you?
Yeah.
You learned what not to do?
That's what I've learned, yeah.
I've learned that most of the really good turkey hunters and turkey callers I've been around don't call much.
Yep.
They're very limited on what they call the vocally.
I know an old man that called one, and if he gets one gobble at one more time, he won't call again. He sit there all day. So that turkey knows you're there, and eventually he'll come check it out.
It's what Wiggins feels like. Wiggins get one to gobble, and he'll just sit there, man. He's like, nah, he'll be here eventually. I'm like,
I like to hear him too much, though. You get one fired up, and I can't shut up.
Julius, I might have to put the rain slick on. It's starting to miss pretty good.
Drifting back down here on them. Nothing to throw my worm out there with, 'cause I don't know.
I mean, I'll try.
I think I call too much, man. I get one gobbling and then I can't shut up. You know, I sit there for a minute, I'm like, maybe he went away, so I hit it. He'll gobble, and I'm like,
if I can get him to gobble one more time, I'll know if I need to move or not.
Yep.
I tell you what, I've gotten bad. Of course, I got horrible hearing anyway, because playing shows, all that drums and electric guitar right there by my ears, but I can't tell where them sons are at anymore.
Yeah, you're like, I'm not real sure. He's around me, but I'm not real sure.
I hunt with an old boy up around Oxford, Mississippi, and he's got a big cotton farm up there. And he got a bunch of land. There's a bunch of birds on it, and he had a welding. He was welding when he was a kid. Accident, got a hot piece of metal, got in his ear, burned his eardrum up. He's deaf in one ear. That son going sure as day. You be standing there in one gobble right there, and he'll go to his good ear. I always point to his good ear.
You say which side of that turkey?
It's hard to argue with somebody when they're that sure, too. You know?
Yeah.
I tell you.
Guys.
When you're like, man, he seems mighty convinced that turkey was right there, so I'm just going to I thought he was over there, but hey, if he says he's right there, I'm on.
Well, I'm going to start telling you go this way, I'll go that way.
2 minutes.
2 minutes? It's a beautiful blustery day out here at Lake Guntersville, Alabama. Wouldn't have it no other way.
We do about got it to ourselves today.
I kind of like that part too. I'm drifting back over to see how many's still here, but I'm not going to take you being disrespectful, fish. There's no need to be disrespectful.
Oh, spinning rod.
My buddy Wiggins was asleep this year. Him and his buddies waiting on daylight. And I guess Wiggins dreamed. He was sitting there, and Wiggins said he guessed he dreamed that he heard a turkey gobble. And he said, I'm just sitting there, and he said, our dad sit up, and he said, did you hear that turkey? And his buddy went, yeah. Uh-oh, that didn't take long. Broke my line. Back on commercial break with a new rod. He said,
you ever been hitting the eyeball with a...
Broke it off right there on the daggum bottom of it. He said, the boy looked at Jesse, goes, yeah, I heard turkey. He said, where is he? Jesse said, he's right out in front of us, ain't he? Hey, Jesse had dreamed it. That boy was awake, convinced that boy that he'd heard a turkey. Jesse said, I sold it to him so good, even though he was awake, knew he didn't hear a turkey. He said, I sold it so good.
Still heard one.
He said, dude, I finally told him, he said, Jesse, he was asleep. I think he was dreaming. To retie that drop shot, it didn't even get down good, and they had it, which I marked about 10. Back in the cookie snacks. Son, if I tell you it's Easter, you can get you a basket and go out in the yard and start hiding eggs, so. I'm doing the cardinal rule I don't like to do, go to the back of the boat, because Ike does it. Choked it. Yep. What you got, white bass or bass? White bass. Get him, white bass. I ain't gonna cut your hands. You might have to. Oh, that's him. Yep, that's him. This is on American right here. To make me grab your fish that big. Now look.
Hey man, would you rather catch 2 little ones or 1 big one?
Disrespectful. Disrespectful. That ain't a bad one now.
No, that's all right.
I seen that a rod bit and I'm like, uh-oh.
On the board, folks.
And they're talking trash. Not just on the board.
You was about half that big, wasn't it?
Hey, 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 hey.
Your time on the water is precious. You return season after season to make unforgettable memories. Fight a few fish, reconnect with friends, and recenter yourself. If you count on having this time, you need an outboard you can count on to power it. That's why boaters stay with Yamaha for the long run, for life. They know reliability starts here.
Pre-collision system, standard, on the 2020 Tacoma, so you can go from one epic playground to the next. If you want to play, you need the Tacoma.
If you want to know how the best anglers always seem to find fish, stay on fish, and be in the right place at the right time, don't ask them. Just look at the name on the side of their boat. The one that's built 10 million motors, shallow water anchors, and more. No angler's gonna tell you their secrets, but they don't have to, because you already know. Minn Kota, fish for more.
In the wild, nature dictates that when it's time to eat, animals will instinctively find and devour the meal that satisfies them most. In the water, Berkeley Powerbait's scientifically proven formula triggers the natural predatory instinct in bass. Now available in a plethora of shapes, sizes, and colors. Berkeley Powerbait. Fish bite and won't let go.
The season is starting and it's time for you to bring it. Pit your knowledge against friends and fans everywhere in Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing. It's free and it starts by signing up. Then pick your 5-angler team for each event. Grand prize winner gets a Bass Pro Shop shopping spree, cash, and Rapala prize pack. Plus new opportunities including $4,000 worth of prizes for each individual event winner. Plus another $500 if you're a Bass member. Total value for the season is $90,000. Sign up today and start bringing it at BassmasterFantasy.com.
On the water, every second counts. So when there's a fish at 3 o'clock, be right on time with Mega 360 imaging. Every sweep of our newest technology offers 125 feet of absolute clarity all around your boat, so you can see fish and every detail in every direction. With a clearer picture of what's below, you can catch fish like clockwork. Mega 360 imaging, only from Humminbird.
Groundbreaking designs, unsurpassed quality, and unshakable confidence. Welcome to the Ranger Z500 and Z100 series. Leading the industry for over 50 years, these rigs are custom crafted and loaded with more features and advantages to deliver the ultimate ownership experience. The legendary Ranger Z series. Unleash next level performance.
Mercury, go boldly.
This reel allows you to cover more water, make more casts, giving you more opportunities to catch more fish. The new Revo Rocket, Abu Garcia for life.
Bassmaster sweepstakes prizes are crazy good, and you'd be crazy not to enter.
Yeah, baby!
Enter now to win a fishing trip with 50th Bassmaster Classic champion Hank Cherry. Trip includes airfare, rental car, hotel, and $500 cash, plus a Bass Cat Saber FTD with Mercury 150 Pro XS Garmin electronics, and an amazing prize pack. Total value more than $50,000. There's a 100% chance you won't win if you don't enter. Go to Bassmaster.com and up the odds in your favor. It's fast and easy, and who knows, you could win.
At Mercury, we invested thousands of hours of engineering manpower so you can enjoy hours and hours of untapped horsepower. Introducing the all-new V6 Mercury Pro XS. Light, quick, efficient. Mercury, go boldly.
Sign up to compete in the inaugural Hook Bassmaster B.A.S.S Nation Kayak Series, powered by TourneyX, presented by Abu Garcia in 2020. The trail features 5 regular season events, with a championship to be held in conjunction with the 2021 Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic, presented by Hook. The first tournament will be at Logan Martin Lake in Bell City, Alabama on March 5th, in conjunction with the 50th Bassmaster Classic. To find out more details and to register, visit Bassmaster.com/kayak.
Skeeter, is it still setting the standard? Let's see. First Bass Boat, first U.S. Coast Guard approved Bass Boat, first vehicle pad design, largest owners tournament, great fish and win program, first sponsored whole capacity concept, first production composite bass boat. Yeah, way too much for 30 seconds. And 18 consecutive CSI awards. Now we have introduced the FX Apex series, a fully featured boat with so many standard options, leaving nothing left to desire. So yes, we are still setting the standard. Skeeter.
I'll be rigging Riley up a spinning rod. You ain't scared to catch one with a spinning rod, are you?
No, sir. I can reel her left-handed if I need to.
He slung my daggone weight off. That's un-American. That's un-American. Back to rigging up. I mean, they're right under the boat. Let me just do a quick rig up for me and Riley while y'all sitting there. All right, Riley, at this time when I rig up, you're going to have to tote the show, okay? So I don't know if you ever thought you wanted Dave Mercer's job.
You just sit over here and be quiet. I'll handle it.
Ain't nothing like being at home. I like taking your brother's kids fishing. Charlie Motors on spot lock.
You better not let me sit up here and talk and fish too much. They might be putting my name on the darn boat.
It'll be Elite Series Angler Riley Green.
Songs.
Yeah. My country songs might be broke up before the end of it. I'll be writing all the stuff that my uncles have lost in divorce.
You'd write some good songs, I have no doubt, but you wouldn't make it very far.
No, I'd be right back to where I started. They'd be like, man, that was almost okay till you got to that last line. I could write a book about all my uncles was lost in the divorce. I'm gonna go ahead and rig both these spinning rods up for me and Riley while I'm down here.
What are you rigging and what?
Rigging a drop shot because I made 2 drops with it. Got a bite on both times. The last time he broke my daggum. He broke my daggum weight off, so I'm just gonna re-rig it. Riley's kind of dropping on with that big worm and not biting it, so if they want to bite something smaller, he said he can reel left turn. He's ambidextrous, he ain't scared. like
ambidextrous. That's a big old word.
You didn't know I knew that
What's
word.
that mean? You can see at night?
That means I can swim or fly. I'm amphibious.
Eat meat and vegetables.
Or something like my daddy would say. My daddy can get some words twisted up. God, we got a buddy can get some in South Carolina, and I don't know what the deal is. He gets his words mixed up, and he don't mean to. And dude, he'll be as dead serious talking to you.
I'll argue with you about it almost.
Well, and he'd be like, his kind of stuff, he'd call you up and he'd say, Riley, I had to come in early for fishing. He said, man, I started having one of them migraine headaches. It was killing. I'm like, bro, you mean migraine? He said, yeah, one of them migraines.
He said, no, you had them on my brain.
Yeah. He said he had a dairy shot down there at the hunting club, and the freezer come unplugged. He said, man, I got home, that thing had been unthawed. He said, it had them magnets all in it. He said, I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I said,
magnets.
He had them magnets in there, and I'm like, whoo. Hey, and he never knows he does it, dude. That's what makes it so funny.
Yeah. My granddaddy Lyndon will argue with you to this day that a jacuzzi is called a katoozie.
My granddaddy called a helicopter a yellenopter. He said, you see that yellenopter come over? A katoozie. I had a guy ask me one time if Rick Plunk was in the tournament. He said, is Rick Plunk in this tournament? I said, yeah, you mean Rick Clun? Yeah, him too. I knew you'd made it when I seen Brad Paisley covering your song.
Man, that was cool, wasn't it?
I was like, dude, that's as good as it gets.
He's a good dude, man. But I didn't even know he was going to do that, man. I walked by the green room and the band was there listening to somebody cover the song. There's a bunch of covers of it. I said, man, that voice sounds familiar.
And it was him.
Yeah, he got me up on stage to play it during his set one night. We were in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and I just at the last second before I got to that, I wish I ever stayed out of Birmingham. I changed it to Bethlehem. Boy, that was a mistake of the century. Every radio station in the country wanted me to write a new verse of that song, had their name of their city in it.
You supposed
I said, you know, it only works if it rhymes, right? That's not how that works. Probably would have got it played more if I could have done it, though.
Kind of hard to get done. I went to Brad Paisley. I used to love Brad Paisley. I went to a concert and he played electric guitar too much, made me mad and went home.
He plays a lot of it. He can play it, though.
He can play the strings off of it. But I like the singing. So, man, I came here to hear you sing some of them good songs you had. I didn't want a AC/DC solo. I'm going to tell you, somebody singing concert like Miranda Lambert puts on a good concert.
Really?
She just sit down and sings. She'll sit on a bar stool and just sing, man. Which is, you know.
was always my favorite part of a concert. Somebody come back out and play acoustic.
Yep.
So I've done that in my set for 6-7 years.
Went good every
Leave stage, come back, sit on a stool and play. I still play. I wish Grandpa's never died like that.
I think it's better like that, dude.
I do too. Man, I don't know why. It's like you get
it
more of the
resonates
story.
more, man. People, you kind of feel the whole story of what you're trying to do. I'm tying him up a drop shot, and then we're catching every one of them. But I ain't got a tile leader on this, and I got everything else done. Yeah, Miranda just sat down on a bar stool and said, hey, I'm going to give the band a break, and I'm going to sit here and play. Corey Smith did the same thing. I thought, man, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, Corey does there in his set. I'm like this.
His fans are good. They get rowdy.
Yeah, they do.
I went to one of his concerts. I ain't never seen so many fights.
Well, they don't get any older. His fans are the same age every year.
Yeah, your fans get a little older. They quit fighting, don't they? They're like, man, it's going to hurt tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
They ain't arm wrestling down there at Floribama no more, are they?
No, they ain't doing that no more. Last fight I had at the show was down in Baton Rouge. Played, and I don't know what, if I'd eat some bad seafood or oyster or something, but I got bad sick right before we went on stage. I threw up, and I was just barely made it through the show. I had to leave like twice, you know. I had 2 songs left, and there was a fight right there in the front, break out 2 guys, and I went over there and tried to say something to them. They was pretty close, and they couldn't hear me. The band playing, so I took my guitar off and poked one of them in the back. I said, hey, on the microphone, I said, y'all can let me play 2 more songs and we'll all go outside and just beat the heck out of each other. Just let me play 2 more songs. Everybody started cheering, and and 2 guys like hugged, and it was all good.
You're like, I'm done. I don't feel like fighting, but hey, I just need 2 more songs and it's on like neck bone.
Guys fighting in the show ain't bad. It's when the girls get to fight. That's when it's a real fight.
Yeah, that's when you like.
When you start coming out.
All right, here's your spinning rod.
All right.
You going to be left hand.
Talk about what you did.
I rigged this bow for drop shot because I'm going to pull back up here till I see them and we're going to drop straight down on them and see if we can find them. Because when you see them like that, the 2 times that I have dropped on them, they bit. Now, for whatever reason why they won't bite something else, you don't ever know when it comes to this why they won't.
What I saw happen is he put something on mine they didn't like, and then he caught 2, and now he's giving me one like this.
Hey, I'm just trying to, you know.
The purple thing with the little circle thing on it.
Yeah.
That's what I call it.
See, we can see a few of them
The
right there.
old worm above the weight trick.
Yeah. Well, I figure if he wants to sit 6 inches off, you can just drop it straight down right there.
Right here?
Yep, just straight down. You'll see 2 or 3 of them. I can't imagine having to do a concert sick. Now, fishing sick's pretty tough, but I ain't got to sing or nothing. I just got to try to survive.
Well, the tough thing about that is you can't go up there. It's like when I do construction. You can have a rough day and slide by. You know what I mean? You can sort of.
You can limp through it.
Yeah, but you can't do that on stage. They want you to go up there and.
They want energy, son.
Yeah.
That part would be like, if you done 3 or 4 in a week, that's got to be one of them dig deep deals when you get ready to go on stage. You're like, well.
You know, nothing got monotonous about it. For a few years it did when I was playing the same clubs and the same venues and, you know, nothing really big happening. That got kind of tough. Some of that got old. But since then, it wears me out. But going to a new city and seeing people singing songs about Lake Guntersville in Maryland, that's pretty cool. That part don't get old.
Seeing the world a bit different now. So like I don't.
Gerald, why don't you talk about the last half hour of fishing, how it's changed and what you've done to adapt to it?
All right, well, what we did, we were idling around and we're fishing deep. I mean, it's traditional Tennessee River summertime fishing. You get out on the ledges, you move around, you try to find them on the graft. They get on hard places and drops, and we fished 2 pretty good drops. And first one we didn't get any bites on. Second we had a couple bites, and this one we fished on the outside of it. Marked a few, but couldn't catch them. Come on the inside leaving, and I marked them way up on it. We caught a couple with a crankbait real quick, and then they just quit, which is what I've been seeing this year. It's like you catch a few, and then instead of the school getting fired up, they go right opposite. They just kind of die off. So I picked a drop shot up right before we went to break, dropped it down there, and broke my line. So I rigged us up both a drop shot, and I've caught one, and now Riley's dropping down on them, but I'm not seeing as many anymore. So this big school that was here when we idled it a minute ago is almost gone. So we'll drop 1 or twice more, and then we'll leave and run more schools, but we'll have these rigged up. Because a lot of times, if you can see them and drop on them or something, they'll bite. But for whatever reason, these were being pretty particular about not wanting to bite a big worm or nothing.
Is that something like a Guntersville fish is likely to get sketchy when they get pinged by electronics?
They do. You know, you get too many electronics right on their head and everything going off, sometimes it's better to drift back and forth across them. But to see them, you got to get on top of them. And the more the wind don't blow, the easier it is for them to hear all that. But they kind of told us where they was. We're going to move around. That's why, hey, my nephew says that's why Uncle G puts gas in the boat, because he going to go somewhere. He going to fish somewhere. I got a nephew who works up here at the tackle store for my brother who passed away, and he spent the night with me last night here. He has to get up at 3:50 to be at work at 4:15. So he stays at my house instead of having to drive back to Cleveland, Alabama. He's like, Uncle G, I'm just going to sleep on the couch. I said, all right, son. Better drive 5 minutes than drive an hour. He's eat up with it too. So let's leave it a couple. All right, let's go. We done been all around them waypoints. I ain't seen but 3 or 4, so let's move. Next stop, Glory, boys. Gonna run right over here and check a river channel place. You got a keeper on that thing right down on the handle. You have to put just half a mile right over there. See, I just put it behind it. Yours is right there. Oh, I got you. Put the weight behind it. If not, it'll tangle up like a van full of hippies. It'll be all in a Big old knot. You'll be like, good God, that thing got tore up. Good game, Coach. Ooh. You like that? Mm-hmm. I'm about to eat me a cookie while we're running. I'll have Riley fattened up some here. Country music will never be the same when he goes out
here fishing with you all day eating cookies.
He'll have him Carhartt jeans he's wearing stretched out, son. Hard to find clothes to fit when you're tall, ain't it?
Oh yeah, my Carhartt, that's why I started wearing them. They made pants that fit me. I wear 32, 36.
Those fat guy approved.
Every company makes, all they make, I get pissed, 32, 32s. I'm like, where'd all these short people come from?
God bless you. You're so good. I mean, you're cooked perfect. You're soft. I don't do a crunchy cookie.
Unless I'm a hunting camp starving to death. Then I'll do whatever. Then be a burnt cookie and I'll eat it at hunting camp. And don't think I won't eat a Snickers that's been in my backpack since last year on the first bow hunt of next year. They don't have an expiration date in my book. It's just according how late in the morning it is when I decide I'm hungry. And I will bust a Christmas tree cake wide open.
I promise you, when I get to stand, I pull my snack bag up before I pull my bow up.
You sound like Lulu. She might be done forgot her gloves. She gonna have that snack pack.
This reminded me of the last time I was on Guntersville. I need some of those firecrackers. Kelly Allison made one. We ate 2 bags of those things in a day and a half.
Oh my God, they're like a saltine cracker with pepper on them. I'm like, man. You've been on the saltwater boat because you ain't got no tan lines. You've been out there barefooted. You can always tell what kind of fisherman you get. A guy that's a blue water fisherman, their whole foot's tan. I think Leanne's wanting to go back to Orange Beach. She said something about wanting to make a weekend trip this weekend. We may run down to Orange Beach this Friday, Saturday, Sunday just to hang out.
All right, me if you do. I'll get over board and carry us out.
You going back?
I'll go back whenever. Hey,
you just looking for
I ain't got nothing going on. I ain't got to ask permission.
She loves going to that beach and sit down there. Her favorite place to eat is Bahama Bob's. Yeah. That little bit hamburger stand on the water. Whatever. She knows after June the 8th we're going to be cranked up to like October, November, so she said we might as well enjoy us a day or two. I've had to work just as hard in the off season, like during this quarantine, to try to create new content to keep the brand, like for keep sponsors. You know? So you, even though you wasn't tournament fishing, it become almost a 5-day-a-week job to try to go fishing, get pictures, get this, get that.
Go do some saltwater fishing.
Yeah, you know, you would think when you wasn't on tour, you'd just sit at home, but I'm like,
Are we kind of still transition before they're really setting up on the ledges?
Yeah.
Why don't you talk about that? I know it's been discussed a lot lately about this time of year being kind of weird. This year seems to be weird.
Well, we've had a slow May. We've had a cooler May than I can ever remember us having. You know, they try to come out here and then it'd cool off. They try to come out here and it'd cool off. And we've had this high water, so they've been just ripping current every day. Dirty, high water. Let's see if I'm marking it right here. Like some of these places, they were just gobs of them. Like yesterday, you come here today and you don't see a few, and then you might come out at 4 this evening and they'd just be black to screen out. I think it's a little bit of the shad spawn in the morning pulls them up on that stuff further. They go up there and chase the shad, and then as the sun gets up, the shad quit spawning and spread out. They kind of just start drifting back out here. So I guess 4 of them right there, but not like this one of them river bars you idle till you about blue in the face before you find them most of the time. But when you find them, it's like hunting that one magic tree that all the turkeys roost in. Find that place where you hang your tree stand and it smells deary when you walk in. It stinks. You're like, yeah, I'm about to kill them. Not many of them there. That's all. So we're looking 95 foot on each side, and we're kind of just looking. Just not seeing many.
Julius, everything sounding good, everything looking good. Any changes I got to make? I've been watching. Yeah, I've been watching the levels in the viewfinder here, so I tried to keep them down.
Lots of looking and interpretation, trying to figure out. And what's weird, like all them fish have been right in here. And you might, if you had time and just idle down through here, they might be right there today and then right back up here tomorrow. And there's really no rhyme or reason. Like in the tournament, it's just current flow. They can turn on 1 generator versus 2, 3 generators. The wind can be blowing against the current, making it slow down enough to make them go further up on it or back out. Deep fishing is so much more than, I think everybody goes to, they go over here to Freedom Marine, they buy them a hummingbird, put it on a Phoenix, and it's like, I'm going deep fishing. It's more to it than that. Even if you find idle till you find them, it don't mean you're going to catch them, and then it don't mean you're going to find them there the next day. All that subtleties about current flow, wind direction, speed of current, color water, just it can drive you crazy, especially when you're fishing for $100,000 and they won't seem to stay put. There ain't nothing worse than thinking, it'd be like you going out on the biggest concert of the year, the sound check and everything was perfect, and you go out there in the first song and you got 0 sound. You just singing in a mic and you're like, yep, man, gonna be a good concert. Place is packed out.
I've been there.
You say drinks on the house, y'all should get you a drink.
Y'all enjoy yourself.
Yeah. I'll be back.
White wine on the house.
White wine for everybody. Southern Blonde for everybody.
I'm gonna have to remember.
I played something in Decatur on the river one time that we had a storm come in and messed up the sound. I just went and played under a little tent for whoever was there. Just played acoustic, which folk probably enjoyed that as much as the concert. I'm still a fan. I mean, I just picture everything like how cool it would be if Eric Church did something like that. You know what I mean?
Yep. If he just sat down under a tent and people around just said, I'm going to play a few songs. I like it. I like his songwriting. I got a feeling he's probably weird, but I like him.
Oh, I'm sure he's weird. Most of them are weird.
God, that guy can write.
Musicians is a different breed.
Yeah. That guy can write now. I mean, he fishermen are a different breed. Yeah, they really are. The guys that do it full time, their mind's different than the average guy. They just, I mean, fishing all day to them and not getting a bite doesn't even faze them. Like, it's just like, and I hear people say, if I fished all day and never got a bite, I wouldn't go back. I said, I fished 7 days in Jackson, Mississippi in an FLW tournament and never had a bite. I'm 7 days into it, had the same baits tied on. I said, ain't no need to change worms, I ain't had a bite. Now those will make you want to go pour a drink or something, but
old Red said it pretty good. He said songwriting's a lot like fishing. Sometimes you don't have any luck, don't get anything, then sometimes you get a big one.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is, ain't it?
You gotta go though.
You ever ride any that you feel like that's the juice, and then it really doesn't go anywhere? Or the ones that you feel like you ride in your heart that you're like, that's a really good song? Have all of them been?
I would say now that I've been around the business, I probably know it. I've written some songs I think are good songs, but I know it would probably never be a hit song.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because a song get played on the radio, it's got to be a certain type of song. They want something that's going to make somebody want to turn the radio up, roll the window down. You know, they don't want to listen to that sad, you know.
Well, they might not want to, but
I think if I had it my way, that's all I'd write, a sad song.
I got a buddy that writes, and that's what he said. He said, dude, that's what he enjoys writing. He said, I enjoy writing about the dark side more than the bright side.
More so than anything, you'll go in sometimes and somebody will have an idea that they're real fired up about writing. And maybe you're like, well, that ain't, you know, but write the best song you can with that idea. Yeah. That happens a lot. I'll go in there and except to get fired up about something you know you're probably not ever going to cut. But, you know, maybe somebody else will.
You never know. I know country boys shouldn't drive squatted trucks. Them four-wheel drives, they call it tooting them up. I'm like, nah. I lit them up on TikTok. I said, y'all don't be a quitter. Y'all you got your stimulus check in. About the other half of that lift kit. Finish it. Don't get halfway through a project and just quit. Now you can't just have one squat.
I don't understand the appeal. I don't know. You know you can't see out of it good.
No. I mean, if I was coon hunting and I wanted you to run the lights up there in them trees where I could see it, say, right, squat that truck. But other than that, on the street, you're like, I don't get to look. And you see them do it, man, it's crazy. And they're like, oh, it's cool. And I'm like, oh, one day you're going to look back at those pictures and go, man, what was I thinking? Kind of like that mustache you had. You're going to be like, man, what was I thinking?
I'm thinking about getting like one of those plaques made, like a golden plaque of like my face mold with that mustache. You put it in your garage.
Yeah, no. One of them big cutouts, just all stash.
Let me tell you something. You know when you pull up to a four-way stop, two cars get there at the same time?
Yeah.
If you got a mustache like that, you go first every time. It's your turn. You don't got to wait on anybody else.
I guess so.
Hey, I was at Firehouse Subs in Mount Juliet, and the guy come up behind me and said, I'm going to get his. I said, what for? He said, well, you're a police officer, ain't you? I said, no. Just because I got a mustache? I'm telling you, man.
Super Trooper.
That thing was serious.
Uh-oh.
What are we fishing with here, worm?
I'm going to throw a worm in there a little bit. They'll be right behind us. I seen them. They're just straight behind the boat when I turned. I seen them. That's a pretty good way to look at it. You get to go first at the four.
You get to go first. Every time.
It ain't even no question.
No, they just stopped. Someone's going to put it in park on the other side. He won't even start to go. I've seen them get out of the car and wave at you like it's a parade.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Today's younger generation doesn't even understand how the right-of-way works. You might as well go first anyhow.
Yeah. I got two rules on that. You either go or I stop about 20 foot short and then go.
Yeah.
Whoever stops first is who got there first. No matter if you're at the sign or not.
Yeah. You just lock it up.
Yeah, I stop early.
You said I ain't gonna lose. I texted Riley one time. I seen Joe Lee of Morgan Wallen was up here fishing. I texted Riley. I said, reckon we could beat them? He saying that nobody with a mullet that bad beat me at anything.
No sir, boss.
Son, he is sporting a bad mullet, ain't he?
That's in the rule book.
State law. Like his ain't even a trendy mullet. It's one of them. I'm gonna turn you. Oh, he got it.
Here he is.
That didn't take long.
That's like a good one there.
Well, you know, we like to do that from time to time. I'm gonna come under you and let you stand up there. It's gonna run itself. Just so you thought you had the biggest one.
Oh, yeah.
Just to let you know that you didn't have the biggest one. Huh? I wish grandpas never died. Well, I wish wormfish never quit biting, huh? You change that verse up and say, I wish largemouth always stay where they supposed to. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Back in the game on Mr. Mustache over there. I mean, anybody who could... Mustache game is so strong that you can go first.
You're lucky I ain't got it still. These fish might just jump in the boat. Just give up.
Just give up? Your mustache is so strong you got about 2 fishing licenses. Sir, I'm gonna need you to get a license and one for that stash.
One for your mustache.
I've seen several out there. See, I'm just barely dragging it. I mean, just letting it just stay on the bottom, just sliding. He just knocked slack in it like he was starving for lunch.
Well, it's pretty over here, ain't it?
Yes, this is. I think them slots in subdivision about a couple $100,000 a piece. That's that place they call the reserve. Yeah. I mean, I had my daddy with me, y'all, the other day. Of course, he's almost 78 and old school. And I said, Daddy, what would you do if you had a lot up there? He said, I'd sell it. He said, I'd tell him I would want it. He said, I wouldn't want to live up there. It's pretty, though.
Yeah, pretty view to wake up to in the morning.
Yeah. Jennifer Aniston would be a pretty view.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're just throwing something out there.
I don't hate that idea. How old is she?
How can a woman be almost 60 and still look that good every day? She ain't aged any.
I did an interview one time with this little girl in Birmingham. She asked me like rapid fire questions. I get nervous when I do that because I don't know if I got time to think about it, I can be politically correct. But if they put it on, you know what I mean? I said something crazy.
Yeah.
And she said one of them was secret celebrity crush. And I said Susan Sarandon. And she said she's like 80 years old. I was like, well, I mean, in Bull Durham, though. That's how I remember her. She was a smoke show back then.
Yeah, I mean, you got to go back in time a little bit. We were talking about Jennifer Aniston the other day. I was like, that lady just gets prettier every year. This is one of them places right here that really ain't on the graph, that doesn't show a lot of places. That we call these mud fish. Sometimes they're just out here over the mud. But I'll ease up here on it a minute. You can see a few bluegill beds out there real deep. That's what them fish sit on. They just kind of hang around in there.
And Brim were supposed to be biting up here not too long ago, wasn't it?
Me and Leanne caught a bunch of them. We come one day and used 2 things of worms that we caught. She loves that. My wife loves catching brim. Dude, she get the giggles.
That reminds me of childhood.
I think that's what does her and her daddy fishing together. And she'd be like, let's go catch him brim. It was getting heavy? Yep. Yeah. Oh, he come off. Did he come off?
Oh, he's swimming at me.
He come off. I seen you rod stuff. I'm like, uh-oh. I hate that for you.
That was a little and I didn't want that anyway.
The little one.
Yeah.
You didn't want him?
He wasn't no bigger than that you just caught.
I hate to wish bad luck on you, but it's like I tell all my buddies going tree stand hunting, it's like, I hope you arrows fall out of your bow. That's what I tell you Saturday morning. I said, I hope your arrows fall out of your bow. You trip going to the tree, start break your sight. And I hope you get the tummy bubbles about 9 in the morning. I have to come down right when the rut just breaks. He said, boy, you nice, ain't you? I said, oh, yeah. You know, that's the bluegill beds right there. See about how them little holes are out in front of us. And that's just what them fish sit on. See that? When I say how they start, that's the only thing out there. Like there's really not a hard spot. There's really not anything to make them get out there except bluegill beds.
Why is that about deer hunting? I mean, I can honestly say I hope my buddies have good trips and they kill big deer. If I'm out there, I don't want them to see nothing.
Yeah, that's me. I mean, I wish the worst on them. I tell them all the time, I hope Bigfoot's setting you stand all night and it stinks. I hope a coon climbs a tree with you. I hope a game warden comes and checks you. I have all kinds of stuff wished on them.
I wouldn't wish the game warden on because they tell on me for all kinds of stuff. The game warden tried to question them.
Hey, I've ended up getting to be real good buddies with the game warden. I've told him before, I said, hey, we buddies, but there's some things we don't need to talk about.
That's
okay?
right. Yeah, don't
I said,
bring it
as
up.
a kid, I just wasn't a good fella. And he looked at me and laughed one day. He said, how do you think I got to be such a good game warden? He said, son, I didn't always do it by the book neither. I'm like, all right, so now we know there's some skeletons in the closet. I see one on the graft. See if I can get him to bite. There's one fish went by the graft. Kind of floated here on him. Let Riley throw across him, and I'm gonna drop down on him. Whew, I thought he had it, but he didn't. Yeah, you all right. You like looking?
He'll do like me, just hit you in the face with it.
Yeah, I'll slap you around a little bit.
You like normal.
Makes you feel at home. I told that lady at Walmart the other day, she yelled across the counter to get the price check. She said, "Sorry, sir, I didn't mean to yell right at you." I said, "Oh, it makes me feel at home. Go ahead." I started asking what you want for supper. I thought she was my wife yelling at me. The fish are really kind of right. A little bit to the right. The reel's loose, ain't it? Like some of them liquor bottles. Tops get loose on them. You ain't outgrown that Jack and Coke. I know you.
What I need the Coke for?
That's for whoever's sitting down to have dinner with you.
Yeah.
So they said, "You want a Crown and Coke?" No, just Crown.
Crown.
Just Crown.
The preacher at my granny's funeral, when I told you lived to be 98, the story he told about her was that one time he had a little cough and knew that she knew the remedy. She basically a little cough syrup, you know. He said that he went over there to her house and was sort of like, "Hey, you know, some folks I talked to said that I could take something like some lemon and some honey and peppermint with a little bit of whiskey and, you know, it helped me." She said, "Yeah, it does just as good without the lemon and honey."
That's grandma for you.
That's granny, man.
My mom and dad used to mix that up, man. They get lemon and honey and warm it up and put a little bit of Jack in it. That's be good for your sore throat. I was trying to fake a cough my whole senior year. They thought they had COVID back then. I'd never got to go to school. I needed that cough syrup. Look at Thomas. He's getting a panoramic.
That's when you know you ain't catching too many fish when the camera guys filming the
they lose hope. He didn't take his medicine.
Landscape.
You know I can hear you.
He didn't take
a little attention deficit.
Yeah, he didn't take his medicine this morning. His script didn't come in. He's like me. He'll get looking around. Squirrels.
People like to hear what it sounds like to catch a fish. You know, I mean, they can imagine what what it looks like. As long as you got the audio.
He's like, "I got it."
I can just lower the camera down to look at the two-sters. That's what everybody else does.
Hey.
That's all the noise is coming from anyways.
That's Riley's fan base.
Yeah.
His fan base is a little younger than mine. Hey, I still love them all, son. Still love them all. I almost did a video and said, "Riley and I are going to be fishing together. We still got what 50 wants and 20 can't handle between us." We might have forgot where we put it, but we got it. Just not sure where it is. The rain?
I mean, we've done good.
Have faith. Where'd them fish go? I'm looking for them suckers. I don't see them.
Your boys ain't even pretending to fish over there.
They watching us, because when me and you leave, let me tell you what they gonna do. They gonna beat this down, son. I'm talking about they gonna whoop the brakes off of it, waypoint it, triple lock down on it. This thing will be beat up.
Hey man, you ever just pull up somewhere and catch a couple fish or something like that, watch, and then start doing something real weird?
Yeah,
they just start like jerking it real crazy.
Just throwing out the other side of the boat.
And then see if they come over here and do it.
I've been known to stop in the middle of the river before, and that ain't no lie. Just stop, idle around, and leave. Just see if they go over there and look at it. Give you a chance to get somewhere else. Catch that one fish, right off the cast, and they kind of break up. The school breaks up. You looking at the radar, Thomas?
Well, I'm looking at the sky down by the dam.
Oh, we're gonna run from that. That's why you put gas in the boat.
Goose pond, here we come.
We'll just keep going back that way where it's clear.
The radar looks good. I think we might actually make it.
That's Riley Green luck right there, son. Hey, it don't rain on his parade. I mean, he's got a permanent umbrella. He said it ain't raining on him.
If I still had that mustache, sun would come out.
I bet it would to try to shade it off. If it got much thicker, we could jump rabbits out of it. It's probably what that dog ears fishing dude running. How old is your lab now?
She is 16 weeks.
Still in that puppy stage, just chewing and playing.
Oh, she's wide open.
Biting on everything.
Yep. She walked around with a turkey feather in her mouth since she was born. She loves it. She's gonna be a good one.
But the first ever lab turkey dog.
Yeah.
Boy, somebody could make
If I could get one to go figure out what tree they was in and not spook them out of it, boy, that'd be something right there.
I had me an invention when we couldn't put some type of little deal out in the woods where you could listen on your iPhone. Like go place it in a location so in the mornings you could turn it on and just listen when you were
Well, you
home.
wouldn't know which way it came from.
But I just know he's back there. You know, I'd get it where you couldn't hear it. Like if he's just roosting on that field somewhere I'd know or coming down. Because I want to listen at multiple places in the morning, don't you? Like, it's hard to be everywhere.
You bring a buddy up and say, hey.
You sit over there and I sit over here.
Just an idea.
Might be one or two more casts. We go on again. We'll go right back over to that. Well, we started out over there with that lighthouse yesterday. There was so many there you couldn't catch them all. The whole screen was just solid fish. We idled this morning. We didn't see about 20. I'm like, they'll be back. They ain't like they just left to China. China. Catch that one right here and they just break up. I'm like, getting cramped up, son. Let's go again. That sucker should have bit.
We should trade for the last hour.
Ooh, what the world was that?
What was that there?
I don't know, but I'm gonna test him with this crankbait. I don't want to run that camera. I can go ahead and tell you, you don't want to see my footage.
I have a new respect for you guys. I really do. Not you, G.
Oh, Wes Miller's got to have the toughest shoulder in the camera business history. Maybe he could hit him with a ball bat. You like that?
Yes, sir, I do. Thank
You got it. We don't play around with them handles. It's stronger than the handlebar mustache Riley Green had. I got jokes too, Riley. I know. If I'd have had that mustache, that handle would have been twice as strong. No, you wouldn't have needed the handle. The trolling motor would just raise itself up, wouldn't it?
That's right.
Let's move again.
How far?
Just right up there. We'll be in vicinity where we see it. Oh, shoulder break. Sitting down.
Hey, next time you catch a fish like that, hold it up for Christopher.
All
right, I will.
See?
Unless you want him to hold my fish up.
Well,
you can hold it up.
I always got jokes.
I mean, sometimes work's got to get done with fish other people talk.
Y'all killing me. Y'all killing me. Hold right and get ready.
How come your hair doesn't like flow in the wind like that?
Well, you know, the ladies didn't stand a chance. And when I got married, my love of my life, I said, you know what, just to be fair to her, I need to just go ahead and cut all my hair off. It's hard to get all that cat whistling at Walmart and Piggly Wiggly at our age. I mean, people don't know whether they've got fresh produce or allergies. They're just people hollering, and I'm like, I was cutting my hair off, honey. You know. Ain't nothing like getting your ankle caught up in a big old pair of drawers and twisted up there, fall down in Publix, and there you are. What happened? I got slipped down, throw their underbreeches at me. Got it in my shopping cart. One fish. We're going to get the announce. They're going to hand us an envelope about 10 minutes before this goes off live. And everybody in the fishing world's been waiting to know where the Bassmasters Classic's going to be, and they called me and they said, hey, would y'all read that off live? And I'm like, I think we can do that. Yeah. So that the entire fishing world is going to be watching, wanting to know. Everybody's guessing where it's going to be. And I've had people text me, go, man, tell me where it's at. I'm like, I don't know. They just said they're going to hand me an envelope. I don't know what it's going to
do like old Steve Harvey did.
Read the wrong one. Steve did it twice and survived it.
Yeah. That gives me hope for my career. Because I'm going to have some slip-ups.
That dude's pretty quick-witted now.
Yeah, he is.
Him on Family Feud is pretty good stuff. He'll ask him some questions now. Ain't many here. Seen a few sitting right there, and then they just broke. Mighty paying him. He sure announced the wrong winner and got away with it.
Really, the truth is, Chris, nobody missed you.
Why are you giving him a hard time? As your wife would tell you right now, she'd say, Thomas, that's unchristian. See, Thomas's wife and my wife are like angels, and we're not. My wife reads the devotion to me every morning while I'm drinking my coffee, to me and my Jack Russell, whether I want it or not. She's going to sit down and read her daily devotion. Or I just look at my dog, Mama, I'm going, come on, son, we better listen.
If I'm having a bad day, she just says, I prayed for you this morning. I pray harder. Something about the prayer.
That's when you know, you're like, well, honey. It's funny how that happens in life when my wife just knows that I need praying for her. That is a Southern woman thing all the way. They be married to somebody, just be like, baby, I'm just going, you can be building a house and it flood and can't get the roof on it, and she'll say, baby, I'm just going to pray for you. I'm like, well, because you ain't got no comeback. You say anything smart, like, well, you sacrilegious, and then she'll beat you to death. So you just like, all right, just pray for me. I want to say, just get some tarp and cover that roof up. You learn a lot about what it's all about after getting married. I told my wife, I said, I learned more after getting married when we had our first grandchild. When you watch a grandmother hold babies and sing to them and all that, I was like, you start to see life in a full circle, what it's like to, I'm like, Before then, I was just wide open. After starting having grandbabies, I'm like, yeah, I need to be a little bit more thankful. Women gonna have a different seat. I tell everybody, my mama's gonna get the express check out to heaven, and she'll be sitting right by the good Lord, right there with your grandmother. I mean, my mama wore out 2 knees praying for all 3 of her boys. Woo. Rough and rowdy crew we were. You ever met Frank Foster?
Yeah.
I like him. I like him. I like all of his music. I never met him, but he messages me all the time on Instagram, but I do like his music.
He's a real good guy.
Pretty good writer too, ain't he?
Yeah.
He got a song on the album called Pete and John.
Yeah.
And it's his uncle and them deer hunting and stuff, and I like it. I know it's never gonna be a radio hit, but it's pretty good. Yeah. Old Pete and John. He was an oil rig worker, wasn't he? Worked offshore. He bought he's up in, is it Lebanon, Tennessee, where he bought his farm?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew he bought one up there. Lebanon. I guess it'll be where you're from, how you pronounce it. Lebanon.
Yeah, like Lafayette and Lafayette.
Yeah. Lafayette. We're moving in on it. You think we're going to have much college football this fall? You think they're going to be able to get it in?
I think they're going to have to, man.
I don't see how they can not have it. I mean, I know everybody's talking about it, but I'm thinking, we done been without everything else. And every antivirus you hear that they try to test is not working, but Now I guess they say if you get it, you build up antibiotic, or you know, you kind of, it helps, but I don't know. Moonshine, that's what we need to do, is be drinking moonshine or something. Just kill all the bacteria. I mean, hey, Matt Dillon never had the flu. John Wayne never had the flu. And they drank straight liquor. I'd say he's being pretty good rule of thumb.
They'd be giving out moonshine instead of hand sanitizer?
Yeah. We're not worried about what's on your hands. We're going to kill what's in you. More of them come back home. They had to just went up on top of this flat this morning. Remember when they bought that house? That was just an old lighthouse, and they built and remodeled that whole house around that lighthouse. Ain't no telling what they got. I mean, it's cool.
It's a pretty spot back in here. What would it cost to build it around that? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they spent some money, but I mean, that old lighthouse wasn't near that big, and it was all run down. There they are right there. That's bass right there. Kind of just moving over. See them dotted up right there?
Yeah.
They're kind of moving over to that side a little bit instead of on top of it. Which we can fix that. That's what they want to do. But that's enough of them to catch right there. There's some more of them right there. See how they just singled up?
Yeah.
We should be able to catch him. If we don't, we suck. We ain't gonna tell nobody that. We're gonna throw a worm out there for a minute on them.
Where are we headed?
Right here behind us, right there. They were dotted up pretty good. I'd say you're going to get some of them to bite. I threw a plug in some of them yesterday, but they seemed like they'd bite that worm faster than anything when they got ready to bite. Old campground over there. Old folks waking up hungover.
Waking up to somebody cutting grass?
Weed eating.
Dad used to do that when I was in high school. He parked the car under my window.
Man, I've looked at the parks and stuff there in this quarantine, and it looked like Garth Brooks concerts out there on the weekend. There's so many tents down the water, and I'm like, quarantine don't mean nothing to these folks up here. They tired of being in the house. They going to the lake. Whatever happens, happens. They're pretty much just over it. I don't guess Zona and them can even fish up in Michigan right now, can they? Governor, they let them finally get back on the water? It'd be hard to tell everybody down here they wasn't going to fish.
Yeah, what was one of the first things I heard when they did the lockdown was you could hunt and fish and stuff like that. I just can't imagine what it'd be like if you couldn't go do that stuff.
It would have not been good.
I'm worried I would have developed some other habits.
Yeah. I know they've Lowe's and Home Depot. There ain't no more gardening stuff. Everybody ought to have the prettiest yards. I didn't know I could get that far behind an 1,100 square foot house on stuff I needed to get done. There it is. Look at that. Smarty pants. Hope he comes off.
He tried to, boys.
He tried to jump off.
He wandered off of there.
Make sure you hold him up for the other boat.
All right. Settle down.
Hey,
I got him in too fast, man.
Just in case you wonder, I'm not going to be outdone. For the camera boat out there, other boat.
Y'all got to zoom on that camera to see his fish.
Hey, why y'all talking about my fish? Why my fish got to be
You might want to
little?
hold yours closer.
Man, that's...
Yes, sir. I'll take it.
Oh, my God. I'm catching some more of them. I think I was un-American.
Riley, that's several times you've outdone him in size today.
Hey.
What they say, it's not the size of the fight in the dog. I got a bigger worm.
You remember that movie? You remember that movie, Division 3, when that coach said, for the next couple of months, he said, y'all's butts are grass. And you're the lawnmower. He said, no, coach, you're the lawnmower. He said, you're the lawnmower. He said, no, coach. He said, forget it. Forget it. He had it all twisted up. He said, you're the lawnmower. You're the lawnmower. Thomas is stretching out that bad arm with that tendonitis.
Man, I struggle with, look, he's giving me hand signals all day.
I thought this quarterback, I thought we're running, end around.
No, I keep thinking he's like sending me like a lab. Back. Jasper, back.
Uh-oh. Mischief going on?
No, it's rocks on the bottom.
A little rough place, ain't it?
45 seconds to something. I think it's like a minute, 45 minutes.
Back. Kennel. Back. You didn't sense you're going to send yours off to obedience and training?
Man, that's one reason I got her. Is I got a guy that's going to train her. He's got a kennel I got her from, but having the time to have her at the house. See, I couldn't stand to get a dog and send her straight off.
You got to love
that dog's not going to do for you what it does for somebody else if they don't know you. So
you got to love on the dog first and then send them off.
Send her off. Yeah, it'll work out good timing wise when I get back on the road. And he's in Hoax Bluff, so I can swing by and pick her up on the way back into town. You know.
That's him. This is on America right here. To make me grab your fish that big. Now look.
Hey,
disrespectful. That ain't a bad one now.
No, that's all right.
I seen that rod bit and I'm like,
On the board, folks.
You ain't scared to catch one on a spinning rod, are you?
No, sir. I ain't really left-handed if I need to.
So you thought you had the biggest one?
Oh, yeah.
Just to let you know that you didn't have the biggest one. I wish grandpas never died. Well, I wish worm fish never quit biting, You change that verse up and say, I wish largemouth always stay where they supposed to. Hope he comes off.
He tried to, boys.
He tried to jump off.
He wandered off of there. You might want to hold yours closer.
Man, that's...
Yes, sir. I'll take it.
Oh, my God.
Your time on the water is precious. You return season after season to make unforgettable memories. Fight a few fish, reconnect with friends, and recenter yourself. If you count on having this time, you need an outboard you can count on to power it. That's why boaters stay with Yamaha for the long run, for life. They know reliability starts here.
Pre-collision system, standard, on the 2020 Tacoma, so you can go from one epic playground to the next. If you want to play, you need the Tacoma.
If you want to know how the best anglers always seem to find fish, stay on fish, and be in the right place at the right time, don't ask them. Just look at the name on the side of their boat. The one that's built 10 million motors, shallow water anchors, and more. No angler's gonna tell you their secrets, but they don't have to, because you already know. Minn Kota, fish for more.
In the wild, nature dictates that when it's time to eat, animals will instinctively find and devour the meal that satisfies them most. In the water, Berkeley Powerbait's scientifically proven formula triggers the natural predatory instinct in bass. Now available in a plethora of shapes, sizes, and colors. Berkeley Power Bait. Fish bite and won't let go.
Back-to-back domination, unbelievable!
The season is starting and it's time for you to bring it. Pit your knowledge against friends and fans everywhere in Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing. It's free and it starts by signing up. Then pick your 5-angler team for each event. Grand prize winner gets a Bass Pro Shop shopping spree, cash, and Rapala prize pack. Plus new opportunities including $4,000 worth of prizes for each individual event winner. Plus another $500 if you're a Bass member. Total value for the season is $90,000. Sign up today and start bringing it at Bassmasterfantasy.com.
On the water, every second counts. So when there's a fish at 3 o'clock, be right on time with Mega 360 imaging. Every sweep of our newest technology offers 125 feet of absolute clarity all around your boat, so you can see fish and every detail in every direction. With a clearer picture of what's below, you can catch fish like clockwork. Mega 360 imaging, only from Humminbird.
Groundbreaking designs, unsurpassed quality, and unshakable confidence. Welcome to the Ranger Z500 and Z100 series. Leading the industry for over 50 years, these rigs are custom crafted and loaded with more features and advantages to deliver the ultimate ownership experience. The legendary Ranger Z series. Unleash next level performance.
Mercury, go boldly.
This reel allows you to cover more water, make more casts, giving you more opportunities to catch more fish. The new Revo Rocket, Abu Garcia for life.
Bassmaster sweepstakes prizes are crazy good, and you'd be crazy not to enter.
Yeah, baby!
Enter now to win a fishing trip with 50th Bassmaster Classic champion Hank Cherry. Trip includes airfare, rental car, hotel, and $500 cash, plus a Basscat Saber FTD with Mercury 150 Pro XS Garmin electronics and an amazing prize pack. Total value more than $50,000. There's a 100% chance you won't win if you don't enter. Go to Bassmaster.com and up the odds in your favor. It's fast and easy, and who knows, you could win.
At Mercury, we invested thousands of hours of engineering manpower so you can enjoy hours and hours of untapped horsepower. Introducing the all-new V6 Mercury Pro XS. Light, quick, efficient. Mercury, go boldly.
Sign up to compete in the inaugural Hook Bassmaster B.A.S.S Nation Kayak Series, powered by TourneyX, presented by Abu Garcia in 2020. The trail features 5 regular season events, with a championship to be held in conjunction with the 2021 Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic, presented by Hook. The first tournament will be at Logan Martin Lake in Pell City, Alabama on March 5th, in conjunction with the 50th Bassmaster Classic. To find out more details and to register, visit Bassmaster.com/kayak.
Skeeter, is it still setting the standard? Let's see. First Bassboat, first U.S. Coast Guard approved Bassboat, first female pet design, largest owners tournament, great fish and win program, first sponsored whole capacity concept, first production composite bass boat. Yeah, way too much for 30 seconds. And 18 consecutive CSI awards. Now we have introduced the FX Apex series, a fully featured boat with so many standard options, leaving nothing left to desire. So yes, we are still setting the standard. Skeeter.
Jokes. All right, we're back in action. I'm tying up my little worm. I ain't even gonna tell you what happened to it. Is that bad? No, we're not gonna do that. I'll be un-American. And then I'm gonna drift right back over here on them. We're gonna try to catch us a few more, and then I got one more good place I wanna hit.
Well, we ain't been on them this whole time I've been fishing.
Well, you're close to them.
You see what he did? He got to take a break to retie a rod, so he moves me off the fish where I can't catch them while he ain't fishing.
Hey, son, you don't get to be this level by just being just letting everybody have the juice. You kind of got to hold your back. I mean, you catch one more big and I may never hear the end of it.
Yeah, you about one good one away.
From just getting smacked down on me. Be writing a song about, remember that time I whooped you? Be the same old woods. I know that song pretty good there.
Same old.
I like that one. That kind of inspired you for where you hunted, right?
Oh, yeah.
He got a song, Thomas said, no matter what, if he had all the money in the world, he'd be still hunting the same old woods, fishing the same old holes. I mean, it's a little bit more elaborate than that, but it's basically the story.
10 for every camel light,
yeah.
50 for a fist fight. That's some money there, boy.
Yeah, he said you'd had $1 for all them green heads you shot down that Mississippi mud.
That's it, man.
He said I'd still be hunting these same old woods.
They asked my dad when I signed a record deal, what do you think your son's gonna do if he becomes famous, makes a whole bunch of money? Where he said, well, if he makes a bunch of money, he'll probably be hunting. Probably won't ever see him.
Don't let him make too much because he won't come back.
That's exactly right. That's how I know I've made it. I want to get to that point where they go, hey man, whatever happened to that Riley Green guy? Remember he had a couple big songs, seemed like he was doing good, then he just kind of disappeared.
We'll say, he's up there.
Don't worry about me if that ever happens.
He's up there in Marion, Illinois. He got him some hunting property.
2,000 acres.
There was a rapper done that from North Carolina named Petey Pablo.
Petey Pablo.
Yep, he had him a couple big hits. Dude went back, never came back. Took his money, went home, said, I'm done. I was like, you know what?
Can you imagine if I made a whole bunch of money, what that mustache would look like in about a year's time? Deer walk up the field and fall over dead.
You just open the deer blind, they just.
You tie me a lure on there, man. That was nice of you.
Yeah, I got you that crankbait on there. That mustache would be hideous. I can't say nothing. I'm liable to have the god awfulest beard you ever seen when I decide that I've had enough. That beard liable to be atrocious. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. That quarantine, I was starting to get there anyway.
The only time a label gets worried about me is when there's an award show or something. Like, we got to get Ryan some clothes. I told him the first time, I said, hell, I got church clothes. What do I got to wear? They'd get like, it's got to be the right brand and all this. I had a really good idea for the ACM Awards this year. They got canceled. But I want to take 2 dates, but have them dress up like the girls off Deal or No Deal. So each of them have a case with a number on it. That way when I go do interviews and they ask me a question I want to answer, I just say, pick a case.
Pick a case.
Pick a case.
You could dress them up like Marianne and Ginger.
You got the same haircuts, Howie Mandel. You can go with it.
Yeah, I will. I'll be Howie. Deal or no deal. Howie wanted my haircut. I worked on this haircut. My wife didn't even know I was going to do it. I just stepped there, come out of the bathroom, and she went, oh my God, you done shaved your head. I said, I saved herself $20.
Do you like it?
Lord, yeah, I really do.
I mean, not that you got a lot of choice at this point. But.
I mean, you done committed. But I was surprisingly thinking, that sure is low maintenance. Boy, you can be running late, jump in the shower, and you're dressed. People worry about combing their hair, and I'm like, I got mine. He got it. You got him, I got him. We all got him. This party's getting kicked off. We're going to the CMA.
Quiet too.
We're going to the CMA Music Awards.
You ain't got him in the boat yet.
Hey, son. Don't ye of little faith. Look at that, boys. Hold him up together. Chris Mitchell's going to get some photos. Well, now listen, that's a personal question.
We'll get into all that.
Because I'm married and he's not, I'm going to say I do. Roll Tide.
Heads up, boys. Coming in hot.
Coming in hot. Coming in hot. There's some of them out there now. You can get right on them, they'll bite. It's funny how that little school just floats around on top of that bar. But yesterday evening, they was all out here on the swag of it, and they were just piled there. You're like, well, I'm just going to sit right there. Then the shads spawn at night, and they run around, and they come back. Like an old coon dog, you turn them loose, they just go. You was too young to remember any old TK and Mike videos, wasn't you?
I don't remember them.
All right, TK and Mike was the first ever fighting hunting videos that was ever published. Now, dude, they was on the old VH tapes, and they were so far ahead of their time. But right when they got launched, you could go to an outdoor show, and it was Michael Waddell. You couldn't get to them.
Really? And
they were from Opelika down there in Andalusia, South Alabama. And they hunted in this old military camo, and everything was silly and funny. Smoking cigarettes. Dude, killing us. They froze him a 3-point, had him standing up, put the gun on his horse.
Oh my gosh.
Found him shot in the ditch, but they were so far ahead of their time. But every old hunter, they always got them tapes. We started laughing about TK and Mike. They shot the 4-gauge Widowmaker. They called it 4-gauge Widowmaker, and they shot the sky. All the ducks fell, kind of like your mustache.
Yeah.
Oh, did he hit it? Or?
He hit it.
TK and Mike. He said, outdoors, TK and Mike. He said, we're about to give y'all the who's, what's, and where's of deer hunting. He said,
what and where?
He said, who am I? He said, I am the best deer hunter in the state of Alabama. He said, and what we hunting? He said, well, deer. And he said, and where are we hunting at? He said, well, in the woods, dummy. And both of them be smoking a cigarette. Who's, what's, and where's. That's when they was hunting Rising Water Creek, and his boot got stuck in the creek and was filling up over him. He told me he's going to go back to the truck and get him something. I might have old meat. Yeah, I got old meat. I got old meat. Riley's got meat. Look here. How come I can't have 1 minute in the spotlight without you showing out? 1 minute. I mean, I got one on, and what'd you do? I'm going to show out, too. You got me a gold record. Got me a hit. Chicks dig it.
I got yours as dad, I think.
No, you got 2 at a time.
No big deal.
No, you got 2 at a time, dude. You got 2. You got
That's meat, ain't it?
Yeah.
No, what you call that?
That's meat that I got, but you got 2 at a time.
Well, what's the weighs more? Hold it up.
You killing me.
Hey, you don't want to be outdone, but you know what
I mean, I catch 1.
I tied myself up over here.
And you catch 2. I mean,
it took 2.
How did that happen? Mine's bigger. You get that in your hand. I don't want that in your guitar picking hand.
Hold on. I don't want to volunteer to be in one of those videos where you show how you get a hook out of your hand.
I can get them out. I'm glad you got a
grip. Quick pull.
Okay, hold them up for the camera, guys, and then hold them up for me first, hold them up for Chris, and then you got to hold them up for the GoPro. Turn around. Other way. There you go. Great work. GoPro's down by your knee, Riley. You guys get down and show the GoPro.
It's right there. Right.
I got you.
And then Chris Mitchell.
Chris Mitchell's got to get his shot. Crankbait's going to get Riley before it's over.
I got this thing tied to my arm. Look, it's
just flopping around.
Well, it's tough when you get 2 fish, you know what I mean?
Hey.
It's easy, just catch 1 at a time.
High five.
Everybody can do that.
That was a good one there. I knew when I looked down there and seen them 2 mouse, I was like, this is lucky rascal. I caught 2 at a time.
You got the big one now, though.
I caught a 1, a 4, and a 6 yesterday on the same cast. On that big plug. You talking about meat, I'm like, had that camera go in my side, bro.
I tell you what, this song, there was times on that one out there where I thought I was hung. Just reeling drag was going out.
Yeah, you like, Let me get me another worm out of here. See if I can find me one more. You ready? That don't suck when they catch them two at a time.
Leaving it wide open, Riley. You gotta get
Got me down the penalty box.
Alright. Thought I bought myself some time, so I bought two I caught two at once.
Ain't nothing that easy around here. I'm like you and that mullet now. Certain things you just can't lose with. Not easy anyway. You might.
There it is.
Look at this. Get on back in that like you don't belong up here. Look here. Why? This is my boat. Oh, yeah. I hate that. Boy, really do. I tell you, it makes me sad. I mean, I wrote a song one time.
You almost touched the boat, you know?
It doesn't count. I wrote a country song one time called I Thought I Had a Reeling Her In and She Left Me for More Men. Yeah, well, she's gone, son.
You know why that got off? I think I'm arm tired.
It's working out this plug deal. I'm going to get here and throw it outside of you. I want you to just, that way you can hog them all in. I'm going to throw out there by myself. He said my arm's tired.
Yeah.
Hey, don't squeeze. Relax it. Point it straight at it. Hey, there's an art to throwing that, and that ain't even a big plug. We throw them a lot bigger than that, but there's an art to it.
Kind of like that.
He said my arm's tired.
Well, I throw it so much further than you. I got to reel it so much further too.
That's kind of the name of the game. He who throws the furthest wins. Two at a time, me. I mean, really? I mean, it's like having back-to-back good hits on you.
And I thought that snapper fishing was a workout.
Y'all caught some big ones now. What I would consider big snapper y'all caught.
They're big enough for a sandwich. That's all I was worried about.
Or 7 or 8 sandwiches.
Yes, sir.
That didn't cast good. They're way up there toward that light. They just kind of moving up and up and up. I threw way out there. Got you right here. Uh-oh, now hang on now. You ain't having no more meat on me. Jump off. Come on, jump off. Oh, dadgummit, got you.
He broke my line.
Watch it. Don't get that in that foot. My cowboy boat ain't gonna look good with that sock on.
Put him up in the GoPro there.
He said, I got my GoPro.
Hey, man, I'm starting to get a little nervous about count now. You know what I mean?
Easy now. That's it. Hey, easy. Easy.
Hey, come on, dude. I was trying to help you out, man. Get out the boat.
Make you tie your own bait on. That's how this goes. Huh? The guide trip just ended. You on your
Which
own.
one is it? A loop, swoop, and pull, man?
Yeah, I don't care what you tie. You can be on your own.
You better capitalize, man.
You can tie an overhando shindo knot for all I care.
Overhando shindo.
Yeah, I mean, it's your plug now.
I wasn't no Boy Scout. That gun, you know what's hard about this? My damn hands are sore.
You cramped up. That's like quarterbacking when you're having cramps in your hand. You can't feel the ball. You're like, I'm cramped. I'm cramped, coach. Baby, you're going to get the hang of that cranking. You want to anyway, ain't you? I mean, that 2 at a time kind of helps you along.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little harder to do, but
there's a lot of women right there watching him bite that line going, what in the world's he doing with them teeth of his biting that line?
That was in real close, too.
I mean, there's a dentist going to send you an email tonight going, Dear Riley Green, you taught the youth of our generation to bite their line. And you're going to say, yep, sure did. Next week, eating chicken liver. Hey, that's how we roll, son.
That's how I learned.
Riley said, I got this. Watch, he's going to let.
Come on in here, boy.
He got freckles. Riley said, I got a mess now.
Get your butt in here.
I got, you want me to grab him with super hands? All right,
Yes,
see you
sir.
guys.
GoPro.
GoPro. They own that old chartreuse, ain't they?
That old.
Glad they got a picture of that color out like he did.
Better than that first color you gave me, I know.
The last hour of Bassmaster Live is picking up. I like what you're working with.
Great work.
It won't take one more bite on that chartreuse and I'll be throwing me one.
I think you already passed that.
Oh, don't give up on the old brown dog night over here. Tangle him up. I hate it when you're in the penalty box like that.
I'm trying to give you a chance.
Well, you giving me one.
The kid done got hot.
The kid done got hot. He's made 3 passes in a row.
That's good. Got to recover a little bit, that's all.
It's time to lay one up right there in the cornerback's hands when ain't nobody looking. You never have a coach come over and ask you what color uniforms you're wearing. And
No.
you say, son, why are you throwing it to the other team?
He was open, Coach.
He was open. He's not on our team though, Riley. Well, he was the most open guy there. He looked lonely standing out there.
Our guys couldn't catch.
Yeah. It ain't the same anymore, boys. Daddy's back on the backhand and scoop. Mine's finna jump under your line. Yeah, don't be thinking. I got you and me. See, now that's defense. My fish jumped into your line. He ain't tangled up too bad yet, but he's wanting to be. That's them carpenter hands right there, son. I'll go ahead and tell you. Matt Lee calls them eagle talons. Hey, you want to untangle that while I get my picture
Yeah,
made?
it'd be good, man. Let's do that.
I get my picture made.
GoPro.
As soon as my band gets sound check ready, I'll be ready.
I don't even know where I'm at after this thing, right?
Was that a dance move? No, listen, I've seen you in the concert, and I ain't never seen them dance moves.
Like I'm unwinding
You
Christmas lights.
did
over
one of
here.
them little, I'm savage.
This is you right here I'm
Yeah.
holding, right?
Yeah.
All right, get that back out of here.
You messing me
Get the
up.
junk out of here, man.
I was like, I ain't never seen him dancing. Now, he just stands there and kind of plays the guitar. But hey, I'm sure there was a time down at the club when you thought, I think I can give this a whirl.
Dancing?
Yeah. No. Nah. So you ain't gonna pull out none of them Luke Bryan moves?
No, sir, boss.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you one thing. You a big old fella in this shape. If I ever see you in a pair of skinny jeans, I will dive on you.
The only sad thing about that scenario is I know I'd look good in them.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, it won't never happen, but man, what a waste. You know what I mean?
I mean, the first pair of skinny jeans, I'm gonna be like, well, honey, load the car. Where we going? Wherever he is in concert, I'm diving on him when he comes out the back. That's just wrong. We have a couple fishermen wear skinny jeans, used to wear them. Well, I made a video about Luke Bryan wearing them. It kind of went viral. I said Luke Bryan writes songs for people who reel the lures up to the end of the rod.
Reel them all up? I didn't remember seeing that.
I said that's pretty much
That's
it.
a pretty good analogy.
Yep.
Got a Facebook question, Gerald.
Come on.
What's your favorite trend on TikTok?
Favorite trend on TikTok right now? That what you doing with the what they throw the water on. It's some type of just stupid 10-second deal. I like that one. Kind of over the I'm a savage, because I'm seeing all these kids that are 20 years old driving their daddy's truck going, I'm a savage. I'm like, no, you're not a savage. You're a teenager who lives with your daddy without a job. You're not savage. You know. TikTok's pretty trendy though, man. It grows pretty quick. I like me some TikTok.
I ain't hip with the times, I guess.
Let me take you on a course down TikTok. Bass is on TikTok. Hey, let me give you some. You want to know some facts?
What?
If you search how many times bass fishing and bass fishing has been tagged on TikTok, and it's less than 2 years existence, it almost doubles the amount of hashtags on Facebook in its existence.
Really?
In under 2 years. That's how many fishermen are on there.
Wow.
I'm like, that's when I started thinking,
something to this.
But like, if you did any music on there, what's funny about it, people can go in and take your voice and then they'll put it over their video, and there's some funny stuff like that goes on.
Well, I'm in a lot of TikToks. I just think
you just didn't know how to get in them.
Yeah, I done heard all about all kinds of stuff I've done on TikTok. I didn't even know I did. I saw a video on the other day. This was pre-COVID, but I was down off the stage like shaking hands with people out in the crowd, and some girl like stuck a beer up. I got it, finished it, and licked her on the face, and that was a TikTok.
Needed some salt.
That might be how COVID started.
We should end today the same way.
No.
We ain't got no beer.
It's illegal. Yeah, TikTok's pretty trendy. I'm gonna give it that. It's hard to believe it grows that fast, though. How many? One video can just go viral, crazy, and now you're seeing people make big money off of it.
Yep.
Just like, I guess Instagram influencers, that's a pet peeve of mine that we can't talk about. How about you, Instagram influencers?
What does that mean?
People get paid to try to tell you what kind of product you need to buy.
Isn't that the same thing as a commercial on TV?
Pretty much. You turn it on and they're trying to sell you something. Beauty supplies. My granddad said ain't nothing makes anybody look any younger than moonshine. He said, I don't care what you put on your face.
If you drink it, they look younger?
Yeah, that's exactly what Grandpa meant. If you just tried to make your woman look younger, he'd say, son, why don't you just drink some of that moonshine? I'm like, well, Granddaddy, there's a certain bit of, some logic to that. I ate enough peanut butter and jelly growing up that my grandmother fixed me. Love peanut butter and jelly. Grandpa would eat tomatoes just straight out of the garden, potatoes straight out of the garden. I can remember when I was little, I wanted to eat. He'd always take onions. My old grandpa would wear them overalls. He'd cut them big slices out and set them down by his plate and eat them. I remember being young, I was thinking, I can do that. I wasn't about 8 or 9, son. I cried. I wasn't near what I thought we was fixing to eat. He made it look good, though.
Much as I hate to say it, one of the best things I ever remember eating was out with some boys from up here, down in South Louisiana, red fishing, speckled trout. There wasn't nothing on that boat but Michelob Ultra and pickled quail eggs. And boy, I ate some pickled quail eggs that day, and I swore I would never eat them. But man, I got so daggone hungry.
He's like, you know what, pickled quail eggs ain't that bad idea. I can remember we went on a trip over to Venezuela and went out in the Amazon and on the river. We caught all them peacock bass, dude, and we was hungry. And that guide, took some of them peacock bass and filleted them and cut the tops out of beer cans and put them things in there and pulled all this fruit off the trees. And I'm like, dude, it was incredible.
You say that's going to be in 10 minutes?
We'll readjust the boat real quick, like we might have. See how they quit biting there, them school moved on us.
You got it.
Watch that old guy, he skinned them fish, put in them cans, cut all that fruit, put it up there in that fire, let it boil, and I was thinking, this is going to taste like yesterday's feet. And I'm telling you, I would have paid the biggest money. I mean, it's the best fish I ever ate in a restaurant or anything.
Really?
Cooked in beer cans and just set in the fire till it boiled, and then you just dumped it out. And I'm like, I want a banana leaf. You didn't even have no fork. You just kind of ate it, and I'm like, oh, man.
It's a little under 4 minutes. We're going to Facebook and Twitter. Nothing's changing for you, just know the audience is.
Well, Riley'll be cramped up in 4 more minutes. He's going to get a trainer out here. He's going to have a hammy cramp. Be hollering, Coach! He said, this is not guitar picking moves right here. Well, my first tournament, you fall on June 8th, I'll probably be doing this all day, every day for 7 days, because they'll be offshore like this. You will be cranking some plugs, trying to get some bites. You made me pick my plug up because you're trying to put a thrashing on me there for a minute with my drop shot. I caught that one big, and I was like, I'll catch me another. You caught 2 or 3 in a row, and you made me put it down. I don't
caught
like
more
it.
than 2 or 3 in a row. I caught 2 at one time.
Easy,
I don't know if you
easy.
remember that or not.
Don't know who's doing the math up there in Jacksonville, but you said that's more than 1 or 2.
Yeah.
You ever have any school teachers when you was high school, Riley, tell you what, you wasn't going to be nothing, you was just going to be no clown? You ever have any of them teachers go boof you?
They was right.
You like your teacher?
Well, coach, I had a teacher used to tell me that when I didn't do my homework, but he would kind of pass me anyway, you know, to play ball. He said that I was wallowing in the stench of mediocrity. That was what he said.
He had a point.
Yeah.
You tell me it wasn't that
I don't
passive.
think I was going to end up being a math teacher. Still don't think I'm going to end up being a math teacher.
Didn't like math then, ain't going to like it now.
No.
2 minutes to Facebook.
All you got to know is how many records you sold and where we got to be next.
That's right.
And what they're paying us to be there. Mediocrity. Thomas, we're going to get through without no rain, buddy.
I'm down with that. It'll probably downpour when we're driving back.
We can put the camera up then. Throwing out across it now. Kind of thought you could almost throw across the top of it, the other side of it. See if they just scattered around on us. They just kind of get to running.
1 minute to Facebook.
Facebook Live. A lot of people guessing where the Classic's going to be. Ain't no telling where it's going to be, but a lot of folks think they're guessing it. It's our big announcement. Of course, everything is scheduled. And this year, we kind of like y'all's deal, man. Our schedule we had booked, and then we'd move the tournaments
Sit there
back.
and watch it move back.
And then we get with the disease center, they'd move it back again and move it back in. B.A.S.S just kept moving and moving because they were bound to determine we're going to fish the entire year, and we are.
But one good thing about what y'all doing is you can distance yourself and
To a certain level, you can
to
get
a
out
certain
here.
extent.
Yep. And
Whereas
concert.
to a concert, it ain't gonna happen.
Nope.
You know, keep people 6 feet apart in there drinking.
No, they're going to get right in there together. Coming in on live, on the Facebook Live. Bigger group. There's one right there.
There you go.
I'm doing the cardinal rule I don't like to do, go to the back of the boat because Ike does it. Choked it. May have to. This is on America right here. To make me grab your fish that big. Now look.
Hey,
disrespectful. Disrespectful. That ain't a bad one now.
No, that's
You ain't scared to catch one on a spinner, all right?
no, sir. I'm really left-handed if I need to.
So you thought you had the biggest
Oh
one?
yeah.
Just to let you know that you didn't have the biggest one. I wish Grandpa's never died. Well, I wish worm fish never quit biting, huh? Hope he comes off.
He tried to, boys.
He tried to jump off.
He wanted off of there. I'm gonna hold yours closer.
Man,
Yes, sir. I'll take it.
oh my God. I said, I got this. Watch this, you gonna let.
Come on in here, boy.
He got freckles. He got it. You got him, I got him. We all got him. Hey, son, don't give you a little fake. Look at that, boys. Hung them up together. Chris Mitchell's gonna get some photo. He don't. Jump off. Come on, jump off. Easy now. That's it. Hey. Easy. You got
That's meat, ain't it?
Yeah.
You know what you call that?
That's meat that I got. You got two at a time.
Well, what's weighs more? Hold it up.
You killing me.
Hey, you don't want to be outdone, but you know what I mean?
I catch one.
I'm tired myself up over here.
And you catch two.
Chris, and you got a whole enough to go there. Come on. Hold on. GoPro down by your knee, right? You guys are down to the
They're like, oh, we're going to get it. You know, we're not far away from a big announcement today. I can tell you that, and it's big time in our world. It's big time. Like, where is the Classic going to be? You know, for next year, 2021. That's kind of like would be, I guess, if the CMA's moved every year or something, it'd be where's the award's going to be. It's our Super Bowl of bass fishing, and they've been working trying to get everything put in, and they're going to let us read it out loud. But you told me don't Steve Harvey it, right?
You want me to read it to you and then you say it?
You think I'm gonna mess it up? You know my reading skills are weak.
I can only imagine.
That was a song now.
Blount County reading skills.
Hey, did you see who got inducted into Blount County Hall of Fame? Just in
There
case
you go.
Huh?
How many people's in that?
6. Wasn't many. Hey, surprisingly enough, there was a lot of Jacksonville State folks in there.
Yeah.
People that played at Jacksonville at one time went on to play. I didn't realize Jacksonville's program went back that far.
Oh yeah.
That program.
Back when they go to practice and take off their helmet, fold it up, and put it in their pocket and walk to their calf.
Old folding leather helmet.
Yep.
You kept it in a glove box of your truck.
Yeah.
Hold it in half.
That was back when you could tackle people.
Really tackle them. Hit them in the chin. It ain't gonna be long. All that's gonna be gone in football. Watching punt returners used to be my deal. I was a punt returner in high school, so I loved to watch punt returners. Because boy, you get folks get cracked, and now that's leaving. You hit somebody like that now, you get assault charges.
Yep. Unnecessary roughness.
Don't throw your worm in one. Throw a big worm or soak it. See if it'll big and won't bite. Because there's still some there. They've adjusted to your science.
They figured me out, huh?
Yeah, well, they memorized that song and they're like, no, that guy's serious. He's gonna hook us in the face. It was funny to go to the Hall of Fame deal and see my old football coaches and stuff and everything back in the day.
That's cool.
I mean, I was like, that's just the good stuff here. Who'd ever thought you could go from fishing to that? That just happened to happen. My oldest brother that passed away, his wife's dad got inducted that night. He played offensive line at Jacksonville State. It was all conference.
Oh, really?
Yep, man. We didn't even know he got inducted. I mean, that's pretty cool. Hey, and they did wear them old cloth helmets. They showed some of them pictures. Dude, they could fold them helmets up and tote them with them. Half of them didn't have mouthpieces.
I got inducted in 3 or 4 county Hall of Fames with I had that mustache. I ain't even been to the counties yet. They might get in Blount County. Wouldn't that be something? My plaque right there by yours, that big old mustache just throwing a shadow over on your plaque.
Casting shade, our brother, with his mustache. You know you got a strong stash game when you ain't even got to go to the county and get inducted. I mean, they allowed to pull that thing over. You went to buy your bow license up in Illinois and said, sir, you're going to need a license for that mustache. You like, no? Watch this.
12 minutes, they're going to make their approach with the envelope.
I'm cheating. Going right over your head like that. I'm looking back at that other waypoint.
Jim drew a picture for you, Gerald, so you should be able to read it.
You got it. I just want to know about this life support system you hooked up on.
Don't pull the cord out.
Yeah,
hey, man. I ain't never seen anybody with a CPAP machine while they're awake.
He's running full CPAP.
Hey, that's how hunting trips are for me now. All my buddies are, got CPAP machines. When it gets bedtime, the lights start dimming. They pulling so much ampage with all them CPAP machines.
He thinks that's funny because I got one.
I'm sure. You right there in that demographic.
I can't sleep, man.
Hey, I've got real used to hearing that.
You think Bigfoot's breathing on you? No, you think that's a big old buck done stomping down there has been chasing dog. Ain't nothing like seeing a buck with his nose foaming running through the woods. Then shoot over him run out in the woods. Stop. You want to just start thinking about jumping out of the tree, screaming, calling your wife. She goes, what are you so upset for? I missed. Shot over him. Good, you had to ask her to see about her missing one in Indiana this year. Whew. At like 12 yards, mid 140s, shot clean over. Oh, and I was sitting with her. Whew. I tried the video. I thought I was gonna get divorced.
I don't know what personality trait that is, but I feel like you can tell a lot about somebody about whether or not they come back and tell you they missed a deer, because I would never do it. You have to check my quiver when I get in. I wouldn't tell you nothing about it.
You just wouldn't know nothing.
No, I'm already mad about it. I don't want to hear nobody give me a hard time about it. You got to be with me if I ever miss.
You got to be witnessed it.
Yeah.
Be like, no, man, I shoot the coyotes. That's where them areas went to. That's coyote areas. Oh, she wasn't happy. Shot straight down. Her bow just rose a little bit. She shot over, and then we done hunted about 10 days in a row. Ooh. She cursed. Then she gritted her teeth. Then she prayed, and then she cried. She said, I got all the feels. Oh, good. I hate that for you.
I somehow don't believe you.
I hate that for you. Let me see if I can help you out right there. That's what good buddies.
That's what happened. He took my worm.
Oh, we got you worm. I know where
you've had too much tail on it, man.
See if you can screw it back on there. I ain't doing it for you.
Tail goes. You use this little twisty thing right there, man?
Yeah.
That's fancy.
Just twist the head of it up there and thread it up.
So all you kids at home, we didn't have it right there. That's nice.
He did get you worm, though, didn't he?
He got it. It was a fish.
Oh, yeah, he cleaned you out. Cleaned you out, son. I seen you pause. I'm like, yeah, he's bit. I was like, he's fishing to catch one. I was shaking my worm like, come on, get mine. Get your feet set. That's like, you know, when you say it open receiver, you're setting them feet up, you about to bomb it. How's Auburn going to be? That's your team this year. How they going to be?
I don't know. I got this thing now with Auburn where I just kind of imagine we're not going to be that good, and then I'm always surprised in a good way
and you're not
when they beat Alabama.
Yeah. They do that now. They do play Alabama tough.
That's one game you just don't ever know, man.
I think Alabama and LSU got some serious rebuilding to do. That quarterback LSU had was the juice.
I think that recruiting is so much better, and there's so many good athletes now. I mean, and you can only get so many. Everybody's got good ball players.
Yeah.
I think it's more about coaching now than it has been in the last several years.
The program.
Because you got to be able to turn these kids. That's the thing. 18-year-old kid coming out of high school will be able to go and compete with somebody that's been there and played a year or two.
You better be able to really coach. And it's tough. That two or three year age difference on a kid, and that's
oh yeah.
The strength that they gain. You don't realize how big all them kids are. You get down there and walk on the field in D1 and look around, you're like, good Lord, what y'all been doing?
I went over, worked out at the University of Alabama when I was playing over there, and met some of them players, and one D lineman I met in there said was a country music fan. I went in that song and he could have shoot me to death. Put his hand on my shoulder.
Big old boys. And they're athletic now. They ain't just big anymore.
Yeah, they can run too.
Jump, hit. That's the way I was. I was going to get a scholarship to play football. Had that Tommy John surgery.
Uncle Rico.
Yeah, I had them Tommy John surgery on both my knees. That slowed down my running back career. Trick back got me on them tail flickers.
It's too bad they didn't have video cameras back then.
Hey, you know what we say about that? And that is a good thing, because now the older you get, the better you get.
I feel like there's some pictures of you playing football. They're like drawn on the wall in a cave or something.
Yeah, it's just two kids out there running around and the ball in the air. Well, I ain't that old. I'm.
You've been old since I known you.
Could almost be my daddy.
Now listen, I'm about a song about y'all.
I do got a grandpa song, man. I don't know if you heard it or not.
Yeah, you got me there because I am a grandpa now, so it'll be one of these days. You'll be old.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna be around to give me a hard time about it.
No, but if I am, I'll be dead and gone laughing. I'm gonna be like, see, his knees is hurting too. That's what you get for talking that smack. I'm just afraid he's real little and you're gonna make fun of me.
Sure.
He's little now.
Oh yeah.
But it's one more than you got.
He couldn't have bit that worm. Look how big a worm is per damn.
Yeah, but hey, we're counting eyeballs and buttholes. And that's
So
one.
I counted 3.
That's 3. So my daddy said that's how we count them. You name your own medicine, what you want. So every game has its rules, right? Bass Live might not ever be the same again, Thomas. I mean,
they won't make this mistake again.
Glad that COVID don't come around but once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
Lord knows, because ain't no what. I've been home more this year than I can ever remember. Like, I just don't never remember what it's been like being home in the spring.
And it's been great weather too. Turkey season was perfect.
Yep. I mean, I tell Lynn, I said, you just don't realize all that you miss because you like with us, we've been doing it so long, I'm just immune to being gone. Like, I didn't even realize how good the fishing could be in the spring, and I didn't get to turkey hunt.
It becomes a way of life.
Then all of a sudden I went from just, I'll go turkey hunting if I can, all of a sudden I really like turkey hunting. You know, the more I sucked at it, I'm like, I'm going to get better at this one way or another.
Oh yeah, I wasn't near as mad at him once I killed a few this year, you know what I mean? Once I get to that look in their eyes right before they putt and run off, that's all I wanted. And know when he was close enough.
As Wiggins said, you just wanted, Jesse said he wants them to look right down the gun barrel. So he said, I want them to know where it's coming from. He said, I'm about to check them out.
I don't want to completely sneak one. I want them to get that last little second in. Yep.
Okay, what's happening in 5 minutes?
They're bringing out an envelope over and we're about to tell y'all what a Bassmaster Classic is going to be. That's what we're going to do. And then we're going to go get us something to eat.
We might get a suntan out here now. You feel that?
Yeah, he's starting to warm up a pretty day. I think Lulu's going to have us a sandwich at the house. And
I thought we were just going to eat cookies all day.
We could now. Hey, whoo! I'm going to have to get them elastic swim trunks if I keep eating them cookies. The quarantine cookie touch. There's been more fishing tackle sold this spring than I can ever remember. People sold some fishing tackle now. These stores up here have just been booming. Like, you can't hardly get, when it first started, you couldn't even get your truck in at the boat ramp nowhere. But I did in a good note, I seen a lot of father, you know, you see a lot of that father-son, father-daughter, families fishing and camping. So in a way, we might have got more people into fishing in the long run because of the COVID.
Well, I'm sure.
And you might have got some new country music fans. I mean, people sitting around on the internet looking for something to listen to. I mean, I can only listen to much Sam Hunt, and I'm body like a back road. I'm thinking, he ain't never been on none of them back roads I've been on. That ain't a compliment. I just go ahead and tell you right now.
Will you imagine saying that to a girl?
Girl, you got a body like County Road 1. Long, twisted potholes. I say, God, that ain't a compliment. He played football at UAB, didn't he?
Yep.
2 minutes to end.
We counting it down because we about to know where the Classic's gonna come. Thought I had a bite right there. It's getting real sneaky on you. Son, it is getting hot now. This is like Miranda Lambert wearing yoga pants hot right here.
He's on that Miranda Lambert today.
I like her. I think she's just that Bluebird song that's really got me concerned. I mean, I'm just... But it don't take much to confuse me.
I agree with that.
I mean, I have been known to go down the wrong way at Publix right now. I didn't know grocery shopping is all one directional now. They got arrows. I find myself going backwards. If I forget something, they're like, no, you got to go. Everybody's got to go that way. I'm like, no. I said the mac and cheese is just right there, and that's really all I need.
I can get it.
Yeah, I mean, if y'all just get out of the way.
Y'all heard of FedEx?
This is FedEx right here.
Special delivery.
WaterX.
Special delivery. WaterX. Delivered straight from Bass headquarters.
For the 2021 Bassmasters Classic.
Exactly. This is for Gerald to open.
There's fixing to be some people booking reservations. Thomas tried to read through the envelope, didn't you?
Oh, I already did. I wrote it.
Dirty dog, you sure ain't leaked nothing out. I mean, you just let me know when you're ready. Because, I mean, I'd like to know right now.
We'd like for you to go ahead.
Let's do right now.
I mean,
Riley,
so,
catch another fish.
I'll catch a fish while he does
so
it.
2021 Classic will be in March sometime, I'm sure.
It'll say in there the exact dates.
This is big now. You just go ahead and get your calendar ready just in case you want to come sing or something there, you know. Fish won't be as easy. We've been waiting, so we're running behind like normal schedules, been dates. I can tell you this much, in 2021, the Academy Sports Outdoors Bassmasters Classic will be held in Fort Worth, Texas at Lake Ray Roberts. Yep. In and nearby Denton. So the weigh-ins are going to be on the 19th of March to the 21st. Whew. And the brand new Dix Arena, Ray Roberts, Texas. You do many concerts out there?
They book one that week.
All right, book one that week. So there it is, folks. Everybody start booking your rooms and getting ready, because 2021, the Bassmaster Classic will be at Ray Roberts. Land of the trees and big bass. And that just about wraps it up for Riley Green and myself on Guntersville. We're glad everybody at Bass. We thought it'd be kind of cool to give the Bass fans, you know, all of our fans a look inside this guy's life, because Riley and I fished together several years ago, all jokes aside, and he was just, I mean, he was already doing great in touring, and we talked about it. You hadn't even signed a record deal then.
No.
You know, and you were still in between, and then since then you kind of just started, you know, really skyrocketing. You've seen you play everywhere. You've had some really big hits, but to see his world, you know, the quarantine and COVID has affected them as much as it has us. So you guys aren't on tour. You know, you really don't have a place to play. You know, and you think about it in y'all's deal, when you take the crowds away, you're done. Bass fishing, we can eventually have a way, we could have a tournament without as big a crowd, but you got to have the people. So y'all been sitting around writing, red fishing.
Need to be writing. Yeah,
need to be writing. So it's, you know, it was a good comparison to what all COVID has affected in every industry. But it's cool to have him come out today. He truly is an avid turkey hunter, deer hunter, bass fisherman. And I thought, man, what a great way. He's home. He's only from right here in Jacksonville. We don't get to spend a lot of time out here. This guy's busier than just all over the road when he's on tour. So it was kind of cool to come out and fish. And I beat him. I absolutely, hands down.
We have to check the footage.
We're not checking the tape. We're not checking the tape. So
I do remember 2 at one time. So we'll go back and check the tape, man.
So Thomas has got something going on here. But it's been kind of cool to see a different perspective to kind of get, because I know a lot of my fans, it was funny when I put out questions, a lot of my fans wanted to know truly like stuff like, your song, I Wish Grandpa Was Never Died, you really wrote that about your grandfather?
Yeah.
It was inspired by something you lived, and that's what they want to know. Did he write that with somebody, or somebody write it for him? No, that he wrote it. And you write a lot of your stuff as family driven.
Yeah, right. I write all my own songs. I can't get nobody write nothing for me. I got to do it myself.
But you did tell them before, you kind of learned to play the guitar, sing on the back porch with your grandfather, and everybody sitting there playing.
Yeah.
And you just picked the guitar up and started playing. So this is a guy that kind of self-taught himself, played football at Jacksonville, went on to be a carpenter. Like myself, figured out he hated that, or he wasn't no good at it.
Both.
So he decided he's going to get into singing. And you was actually on what was the TV deal you won?
Redneck Island.
So Riley actually won Redneck Island.
Yeah, that's not usually something I bring up, but yeah. You know, if you're going to go on a show called Redneck Island, you might as well win it.
Yeah.
I would have been somebody from Alabama.
He did that, so I kind of got to follow him through that and knowing it, watching his career, but it's really good to see somebody that, when you get to know them when they're just playing at, Floribama, and you're playing at the Mud Bugs, or wherever you can get in, just wherever club will listen. He was telling a story about sitting out there and playing on the beach and wouldn't even nobody around, and now you go down there and it's a packed out house, so it's cool to see that. But Bass, thank you very much for having us on today. We're going to make a couple more casts, but we're wrapping it up. I want to see everybody come out to Ray Roberts. I think it's going to be a great classic. It's going to be a lot of big fish caught. And y'all never know. I might get Riley Green to come out there and be my special guest. I mean, I don't know how he's going to look in a dress at the banquet.
Hey, it look good with that mustache.
No. Anybody that's mustaches to me that's got to buy a fishing license, I don't know what to do about that. But I mean, I think we ought to look at that. I mean, it'd be kind of cool if you came sing at the Classic.
I'm going to have to get in shape from those big old crankbaits y'all got. I know that. I'm going to take a good nap today.
Midday, and I just want to end it on this. Just to let you know I still got it. That you ain't just going to beat me down and talk ugly to me. Because I'm
you
mean.
just put his end of the boat towards the fish a lot,
yeah. Well, you know, you always got to be able to read electronics. He ain't big, but it's a lesson learned. Well, when you talk trash, you get trash.
What'd you say about them not counting unless they get in the boat?
Well, like I said, every now and then one of them will slip off on you like that, but hey, it happens sometimes. I hope it don't take another COVID for us to get a chance to fish together.
I know it, man.
Maybe we'll get to hunt a little bit this year too, because it's, you know, just let you know, I still got it, Riley, just in case you want them. I could just I can crank up the heat, Riley.
I don't think you can have the same one.
No, it ain't. Turn the heat up, just microwave. Oh God, this is at least a 12-pounder. We're going to go offline, so y'all never going to see it. Sorry, folks. Bye-bye. He's a 12-pounder. He's a 12-pounder. Well, he ain't bad. And a bigger group. There's one right there.
There you go.
I'm doing the cardinal rule I don't like to do. Go to the back of the boat because Ike does it. Choked it. Might have to. This is on American right here. To make me grab your fish that big. Now look. Hey, disrespectful. That ain't a bad one now.
No, that's not.
You ain't scared to catch one spinning rod, are you?
I'm really left-handed if I need to.
So you thought you had the big one?
Oh, yeah.
Just to let you know that you didn't have the big one. I wish Grandpa's never died. Well, I wish worm fish never quit biting, huh? Hope he comes off.
He tried to, boys.
He tried to jump off.
He wanted off of there. You want to hold yours closer?
Man,
yes, sir. I'll take it.
Oh, my God. Now, I said, I got this. Like you know,
come on in here, boy.
He got freckles. He got it. You got him. I got him. We all got it. Hey, son, don't give me a little fight. Look at that, boys. Hold them up together. Chris Mitchell's going to get some photo. He don't. Jump off. Come on, jump off. Right. Easy now. Hey. Easy. You got
that's meat, ain't it?
Yeah.
No, what you call that?
That's meat that I got, but you got two at a time.
Well, what's weighs more? Hold it up.
You killing me.
Hey, you don't want to be outdone, but you know what I mean?
I catch one.
I'll tie myself up over here.
And you catch two.
Chris, and then got to hold them up to the GoPro. Come on. Hold on.